fucking hope someone tries to gatekeep me about my bands one day, because then someone will actually know what I listen to for once.
I will listen to what you listen to.
I don't recommend them, actually.
I'm so little.
No, I do not recommend Spanish love songs. They're like my favorite band, or one of my favorite bands of all time. They are genuinely harrowing sometimes.
Yeah, I listen to them when I'm mad at my mom.
Yeah. I would love if my camera would work. I have a love-hate relationship with my camera. It's just that it hates me.
There, man. Also, my voice is gonna be a little bit different tonight because I talked a lot recently, and that makes my voice tired. And so it's gonna be hard sounding normal and not like this.
That's fine.
Well, I'll bring it down an octave.
Oh hell yeah! Dude.
Don't ask me to do that. I'll whip out a voice no one's heard in ages, and I'll remind everyone about my mask days when I was the coolest motherfucker on the block.
I'll
I'm
join
good
you there.
keeping my normal voice.
Yeah, no, you're valid.
You're valid.
You know, I'm just gonna sit up here. If anything, I'm gonna loosen it up a little bit, and I'm just gonna go a little bit higher.
A little higher, a little breathier.
Just a little bit.
Not that high.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say my local nerd store community, I think, knows me as the person who sits in the back and goes through every single loose Pokemon card.
Oh no.
They have like 5 giant bins of Pokemon cards that are not organized, and I go through and I organize them.
You're just microdosing. You're just microdosing like what's the name of that game? Fuck, like Suckapon games. Or Sokoban games, not Suckapon. Suckapon is a different game.
I sit there for hours.
You know what this is? You know what this is? This is the rat burrowing instinct.
Hey, I gotta send you something. This might be very good enrichment for you as a fellow autistic person.
Oh boy, enrichment!
Have you ever played Wilmot's Warehouse?
I don't think so.
It's a pretty good game. Oh, also, I'm sorry, everyone, if you saw the announcement tweet and had to look at 303.8 milligrams of MDMA Wario.
Yeah, that was fun to log into Twitter and see.
It was very important, honestly.
My day is better for having seen 300 milligrams of MDMA Wario.
Me too.
Big fan of the fact that the drug checking group analyzed it and said it was an extreme high dose because it contained more than 200. It is literally 1.5 times the extreme high dose.
I'm gonna drink a cup of coffee and a half. Extreme high dose.
You gotta be careful about that much MDMA. You gotta be careful about any amount of MDMA. Don't do MDMA if you can help it.
I don't know what that is.
It's a party drug.
Neat.
It's ecstasy
cool
/ Molly. It fucks with the pleasure centers of your brain, and if you do the wrong stuff while you are existing on MDMA, it can actually permanently damage your ability to, like, feel positive anything.
That's so scary.
One of the things is you should never fuck while on MDMA, but also fucking sounds like the best thing ever when you are on it.
Oh god.
If you do, it will genuinely inhibit your ability to, like, produce and experience dopamine, like, for the rest of your life.
That's so scary.
That's not like a that's not a dare program thing, that's like a thing that they will tell you if you do MDMA.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I believe you.
What's up?
Okay. Can I... Speaking of MDMA...
Yeah, what's up?
No, so say... Can I tell the one funny story of a convention where literally it was like, oh man, I took something at a rave because I was dumb. And it turned out to be that, and instead of doing anything stupid, all I did was sit with my friends in like a shower in our full cosplay, just like pretending we were ninjas on a fucking ninjas on a rooftop in the rain.
That's really good.
I was at a rave. I was given something. I was told to take it. I trusted the person, and then I was just, next thing I knew, I was just in a shower humming Naruto themes with my friend.
Yeah.
The
the person who was supposed to be watching us, so we didn't do anything stupid at the rave, walked in and heard like just 3 people laying in assorted places in the bathroom, going, "Hi, dreamers."
One of these days, we're gonna find out that actually we knew each other from years ago from the con rave scene. Because I also was part of the rave.
Bud,
Yeah?
I was in Texas.
Never mind, I guess.
You know, this happened at San Japan in like, I don't even fucking remember which year.
Dude, half the time I go out in public in costumes is to hope that people will pick a fight with me so I can fight in a costume.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we were all dressed as Akatsuki members, and this was the same con where my friend swore off cosplay for the rest of his life. Because he just figured, I'm too old to keep doing it, I'm gonna start selling them. And he gave me his giant fucking Hidan 3-bladed scythe.
God.
For reference, I was a very fun little Obito/Toby.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Naruto renaissance that's happening as we speak because TikTok discovered Naruto.
Yeah.
Oh? I didn't know there was a Naruto renaissance going on.
You know,
I'm
there's
living in fucking paradise.
Dude,
I told my
Naruto's like 20
housemate.
years old now.
God. I went to a restaurant the
Yeah.
other day, and it was
Was it Naruto?
covered... No, it was like a little Korean and ramen shop
Oh, hell
in Redacted. And it was covered in Naruto posters.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And there was a printed out PNG of Naruto eating noodles, just
Oh.
every so often littered throughout.
Okay, so have you guys heard of Naruto? I know that V has because
have
we've
not.
gone.
I have not.
I got
So,
very sick.
so I'm so sorry.
I get
if you're
sick at every
ever
restaurant. That's not
I'm-
special.
I'm sorry. So Naruto is in Orlando, Florida. This is a time that we were all there, and the entire place is Naruto themed, and it's a ramen shop, and like they make their own like milk tea and stuff.
I don't recommend the bubblegum milk tea.
I don't know if that's what made you sick. It probably. I could have probably handled it being a purveyor of toxic sludge drinks myself.
I drink a lot of sludges, but yeah.
I know, but pink sludge is my specialty, being an avid Pepto-Bismol sipper.
It's reverse Pepto-Bismol. It's Pepto that makes you sick.
So Naruto is a fucking time.
They were playing Promise Neverland.
Yeah, they were playing Promise Neverland. It's a fucking place. If you're ever in Orlando and you want to have like overpriced but good ramen with a Naruto themed restaurant happening around you and anime on the TVs, go to Naruto.
Yeah. Oh, would you guys like to? Which one of you did I tell? I told one of you about how I discovered a very ironic and fun little allergy I have.
I think it was me. It was me and your mushroom adventure.
Are you allergic to mushrooms?
I'm allergic to mushrooms!
Oh, you poor thing.
No.
How are you gonna live? You're Italian.
Here's the thing.
You know, do you remember when I sent you, oh hey, Forrest just sent me mushrooms.
Yeah?
When I told you that, this happened like the day after.
Oh no.
This is the next thing that Summoner fucking sent me. So I may have encountered some dramatic irony.
Man, we've been doing this without music. I'm sorry. Tunes, come back. You need to hear about the mushrooms.
Tunes, come here.
But here's the thing. As a child, I don't know why, but I had, you know the autism hyper empathy where you're like, this inanimate object is my friend?
Yeah, I did that to a toaster, and then the way I got over it was disassembling it.
You killed the toast.
Yeah,
Alright,
no, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll unpack that later. All mushrooms are my friends, which is why story is like that. To the point where I did once beat up a fellow child, because he stomped on mushrooms. That's neither here nor there. But yeah, so I've made a vow to never ever eat mushrooms because they are friends, not food. And then the other day I was like, for love, I will make soup with mushrooms because my partner and my meta love to eat mushrooms. So I made soup with mushrooms and then I got really sick. I got so sick.
Speaking of mushrooms, have you guys seen Styropyros been out in the middle of the fucking woods? Like, these are good edible mushrooms. Oh man, some of them are hanging off a cliff. Watch me get them.
I don't even-
God.
I don't know what that dude is up to, man.
What
He fires beams and he eats, like, things he finds, and we all should aspire to that.
What a chap. He was just like, these are really good mushrooms. Here's how to identify them. And then there's just a bunch of videos of him, like, hiking with his friends and mountain climbing, and like, oh man, there's some of those really good mushrooms on a tree hanging over a cliff. Let's get them!
Dude, hell yeah, dude. Fucking... Oh, right, the thing about, disassembling. So, yeah, in order to get over my autism hyper-empathy, I decided that the best way to deal with it is by, like, taking things apart. So that way, if I just see their insides, they stop being, like, a critter and return to being an inanimate object, which is why they also thought I was gonna start killing people. I did.
Yeah.
But that really is a bad look when you're a child who speaks in full sentences at 2.
Yeah. We are the same.
We're not gonna discuss my my childhood hyper empathy moments.
Hey there.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. They were all really, really funny. It's how I developed a love of really weird animals no one else likes.
Yeah.
Namely, my mother. We all know she's not a great person. She did let me indulge in one thing, which was the weirdest one, and this is how you know she was still goth. She let me basically adopt any snake I found.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
snakes.
Which is fun because as a child, my mother also didn't really know which ones were and weren't venomous, and we lived in like central fucking Texas. So there were a lot of venomous snakes that I just handled so well as a child that I never had a fear of them.
Yeah.
To the point where, like, some people can just say that I've, like, seen snakes and just gone, Noodle! I'd, like, run over to them, but, like, stopped slowly and just interacted with snakes in the wild.
Yeah.
While my friends are, like, paralyzed with fear because, oh, fuck, it's a danger noodle.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
This is also how I, stopped having a fear of spiders and assorted other bugs.
Hell yeah.
I was a very goth child.
Yeah.
They
So
sent me
that's
off
why
to... Oh, you first?
I would just say, so that's why I really like the really fucked up animals no one likes. Like, I'm glad the world likes possums now. I was always a huge fan of them.
I helped nurture a group of baby possums.
Oh. They sent me off to Little Inventors Camp, and that's where I figured out how to make cannons out of microwaves.
You never recovered from that one, did you?
Yeah, no, I think it was my Tinker Awakening.
Yeah.
And then you read Worm.
And then I understood what a Tinker was, and I thought, huh, you know? I'm never going back.
Baby's first kin moments.
I have a terrible thing I can share with you, but I don't know if I should.
Is this a kin thing? Are we talking about kinning?
No, about the word that you used.
What, Tinker?
Yeah, that's also a slur.
Is it? Oh god.
What?
It's okay. It's a slur for me.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Oh. Like,
I don't think it's not common in the U.S. Like
like
it's a European thing.
Tinkerer Awakening.
Yeah, Tinkerer. No, I know. I didn't think it was anything else.
God, shout out to the time I got super into a boy band, and the first thing V said was, "Do you know that their name is a slur?" And then a year later, they changed their name.
Because they stopped wanting to have a slur for their band name.
We didn't know it was a slur until they tried going international.
Poor guys.
I'm really curious. Obviously, you can't say it, but I'm just really curious what word it was.
It was Eskimo.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
I didn't know it was a slur, and I'm just like jamming out to electronic, like metalcore boy band, and V just goes, You know their name's a slur, right?
I'm really sorry about that.
Everything's been changed.
And then they changed it, so now their name is Electric Callboy, which is almost funnier.
It is a pretty good name, because of course the callboy is electric. He's using a phone.
Babe,
Oh, callboy. I thought you said cowboy.
you know what callboys are, right?
Yeah.
It's like a phone sex operator, isn't it?
I mean, it's like calling it's like calling an escort in the Yellow Pages.
Well, they still have to use a phone. It stands.
Yeah,
We're in the yellow pages?
we're in the Yellow Pages, guy. I'm sorry, it's been 18 minutes of just unhinged.
No, we started late. We're exactly at 15:20 right now.
Thank God. Anyway, are we ready to Dungeon and Dragon?
Yeah.
As ready as I'll ever
Oh man,
be.
I got bigger.
I
Definitely
forgot to
stole
get a
what was
drink.
left.
I'm a fool.
Oh,
I'll be trapped until Zanzi forces me into the sip dimension.
I'm redeeming sip as we fucking speak. You
Ah,
need
shit.
that water.
Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta grab a Mountain Dew.
I'm trying so hard to get my thing to work.
I'm sorry. I am sipping a Ampibo, and my backup sip is a clear American black cherry sparkle water.
Oh. Ooh, oh, I have Gatorade.
You have that decadent sports milk.
It's fruit milk. I almost said fruit milk because of you.
I thought you were about to say it's fruit, motherfucker. And I was gonna be so proud of you just yelling "it's fruit, motherfucker," and then you
What?
corrected yourself.
What?
Story is drinking Gatorade, and I
Oh,
went, "Ooh,
shit.
the decadent sports milk," and they were about to say it's fruit, and then stopped themselves after saying an M. We're about to say, "I almost said fruit milk because of you," and I said, "I thought you were gonna say it's fruit, motherfucker."
It's fruit, motherfucker.
Dude, you're drinking the beautiful sweat potion that they call Gatorade?
Yeah, I'm
beautiful
drinking the
sweat
gator milk.
Dude, the sports milk that comes from the sportsmen.
Yeah, it
The
makes me
milk-
feel better.
It's got
I'm
them
sorry.
electrolytes. Dude, Gatorade, if you drink Gatorade, it'll turn your body into strong and wild garbage, and I love that for you.
I saw little electrolytes.
Every day, we stoop
Man.
to a new level.
This is unrelated, but Wikidot was hacked, and I can't get any spell descriptions now.
Wait,
because
what?
Every other website that I Google for like spell descriptions is just like this page-long explanation of like the history of the spell and other editions and shit, and like how to strategically use it. And like, just tell me what it says, dog.
What?
Wikidot got hacked.
Yeah.
I'm more just like... Fucking...
Doesn't? I mean,
Why
do you use-
Wikidot?
if you use D&D Beyond, it has
Cause-
spell explanations in it.
Because that's the first one that comes up when I Google it, usually.
No, why would you hack Wikidot? They have a tiny
Oh.
amount of traffic. They have 3,000 followers on Twitter.
Because there's a Wikidot for everything.
Yeah, it's because Fandom Wikia is terrible.
I forgot the name of D&D Beyond, and for some reason it was not coming up on Google.
Yeah, I use D&D Beyond.
I use spells5e.org.
I use Mythweaver.
Oh wait, they changed the URL. Here, let me send it to her.
That's a big yell. Hello,
Okay.
everyone. Yeah, I know, my brain is just... So, I always, like, keep my hands busy with, like, a Gundam model, and I'm abruptly speeding through this one a lot faster than I fucking thought I would, so I'm like, shit, I have to have a backup model for tonight's stream.
So here, they're there, by the way. So Nesh, here's the thing. According to Wikidot, based off of the stuff left behind by the hacker, it's the Russian Federation.
What?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like a governmental hacknet was going after Wikidot.
Very weird.
How dare they stop us from reading our Castiel smut?
Do people still make supernatural fanfiction?
So much of it.
Damn.
Really?
Out of spite.
The fandom that never dies.
Yeah.
I've never watched a single episode of Supernatural.
I watched.
You're doing good.
I watched the first two
I
seasons where it was
don't
Monsters
plan
of the
on
Week.
Yeah, I liked it when it was Monster of the Week.
I liked it before I dated one of the actors' cousins, and they were really mean to me.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
It's okay. It turns out that the actor sucks too.
Yeah.
You're not gonna believe which one it is either.
God, I want to know.
It's Jared Padalecki.
Yeah!
I dated Jared Padalecki's cousin in high school.
Oh.
Fucking...
I met Jared Padalecki at her fucking birthday party once. We are not
Yeah.
talking about her beyond that.
Fucking...
Yeah.
Can we take a moment to pour one out for Misha Collins managing to queerbait people in real life somehow?
I know.
Yeah.
All right. We're 20 minutes in. Y'all guys ready for this?
Yeah.
So the party finds itself in the base that we that they recently essentially were Klingon field promoted into owning, having liberated it from the patrol of one Grey Knight. They did so by leading him away from the building and just kind of having a nice chat with him and finding out that he talks. Also, he might be bisexual.
Hell yeah.
Whoa, that guy's
Oh, yeah.
bisexual! I didn't know that!
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm bisexual.
Diversity win. The scary man in giant armor hunting you for sport is bisexual.
Diversity win. This lizard likes boys and girls. We don't know if he's a lizard. But they found a great deal of fat fucking loot within the base. And also, the knowledge that the entirety of the peasant revolt system, or that they were like supposedly supposed to like run and essentially inherit, has been scattered to the wind. They also found items, a great number of items, so many goddamn items, and cash.
Like 4,125 gold.
Yeah, and a shovel of fish command.
Thank you. I need to level up to get to use it.
Yeah. Let me pull up something. There we go. As of right now, they are just kind of vibing within their base. I would pull it up in Tailspire, but I don't expect you to stay here too long. And Tailspire is a very hungry machine.
Yeah. We're good.
Yeah.
I think we all remember what the base looks like, except for Amwa. You could just imagine a really cool,
Nope, that
dingy
didn't work.
bar with like multiple stories underneath it. Not
Yeah,
like multiple
I,
of
um,
story. That'd
Yeah,
be
I
like
watched
our
the,
friend.
I saw the
But-
VOD. I've seen
yeah,
it.
that'd be terrifying.
We'll get to the mass production cloning
It
chain.
is just ton of story.
Fucking remind me sometime. I have a pitch for a light novel that I want to submit to one of those like full of isekai contests. Just by virtue of not being an isekai, I feel like I'll get to at least the third round. Fun fact, in a light novel, publication contest, there's actually a limit on how many isekais are allowed to be submitted now, and it's like 2,000. And they still
That
hit it
makes
every
sense.
time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I believe that. Also, I changed my camera so that it would because this one's working.
Let's go. 1 second, I gotta change your, green
Your
screen color.
aspect ratio.
Oh, sorry.
No,
I
you're
tried to
good.
use the same one. It just showed up a little more.
You're good. Don't worry
Hey.
about it.
Okay,
I like your green skirt, by the way.
thank you. Oh God, I keep choosing green on a green screen.
You don't have legs. They're gone.
Do I
No
not
legs.
have legs?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
No legs.
Right, you guys can't see my legs anyways. Oh, green.
Oh, fuck. Oh god, I turned off the filter. Wait.
I'm so
no.
sorry.
Pain.
I was like, I want to fix this so that I'm not just a PNG.
Dude, you look like such a fun little skater kid.
Thank you.
That's my adopted skater kid right there. I'm so proud of them.
Yeah, this is their hand-me-down shirt. We have matching shirts now.
I have so many My Chemical Romance shirts in this house right now. It's not even funny. Anyway, how about that new fucking sing? Okay, we're actually doing D&D.
From inside of your base, you hear a knocking at the door.
I'm gonna go open it.
What you see is an old man hunched over in like dungarees, wearing what appears to be a baseball cap. He says, "Alright, I got a package delivery for the owners of this here establishment."
That here do be us.
Oh boy, a package.
He's
Damn, news travels fast, I guess.
he like shuffles off and then comes back with a little pallet jack and a big crate. I was like, just sign here. He holds out a piece of paper.
I'm gonna sign.
Right.
Is is Amwa inside?
Thank you very much. And then he walks off, and then the box unfurls, and Anwa falls out.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry about the delay.
Overnight shipping, huh?
How the fuck? You know what? I don't think
Frankly,
I
after
think we
the
need
first
to. I
time
don't
I've
think we need to touch on it.
How did you get this
Like,
the
address?
first time I found myself trapped in some sort of like enclosed space, I think I'd rather not think about it.
Is Anwa developing claustrophobia for being shipped in the mail?
No, she's just stopped. No, she's just like stopped worrying about like how do I keep ending up in these places?
We found
Yeah.
Amwa in a barrel.
Yeah, the
now
barrel.
in a shipping container. Next, it's gonna be like a genie's lamp.
No. He's just she's gonna unfold from the partner pocket.
Oh,
Oh, God.
true. Yeah.
Shit, that would have made way more sense.
Yeah. We're just like, hey,
No, this is
next time,
funnier.
why don't you just use the pocket?
Yeah, I think it's funnier that we have to keep finding her.
Also,
Alma keeps just like, oop.
Erica has made a funny little witch cottage inside of the the partner pocket, and there's only room for her and the seagull.
Yeah.
I
No.
love that she has a house in my fucking like cloak. What?
Yeah, she's got a house inside of your like shirt pocket.
Yeah.
No, don't you think that she, like the seagull, have moved into Arcadia's now mine's coat? It has more space. I can now stuff a different blorbo in my shirt pocket.
That's true. You can deploy the blorbo.
Sorry, I'm losing my fucking shit.
This is incredible, honestly. It's fine.
The temptation to advertise this show via Tumblr Blaze and just lie about how many like fat-titted men are here, as opposed and not explain what's going on in the show at all.
There are a decent number of large-breasted men here. What are you talking about?
There's plenty of busty boys, but they don't get that much screen time compared to like weird critters I find in my trash.
Yeah, but so many of those weird critters you find in your trash happen to be stacked.
That too.
That's true.
I'm sorry that the words that come out of my mouth are violence.
Nah, it's fine.
I refuse to believe that Father Ashburn didn't come from the trash.
He came
He's
from-
definitely a man from trash.
He came from Mario's loins. What are you talking about?
Mario
Oh, I never want to hear
impregnated-
Mario's loins again.
Anyways,
Sorry, I need to think about that for a second. The words that just came out of my mouth. If it wasn't, can I make a really bad joke?
What's up?
If it wasn't for the fact that I just got put on antidepressants recently, I'd go drinking after that.
Jeez. Hey Nash,
think I
can you
deserve
clip
it.
Mario's loins?
Thanks, Casey. I'll pay.
And then could you clip a second clip that's just the phrase, "Hey Nash, could you clip Mario's loins?"
Uh,
and then can you
Inception.
clip a third clip?
Casey
that-
enough.
There's no way we can.
She's
I don't
on
pay anyone.
payroll. She has been compensated fucking justly. We do not pay her enough
It's
for the shit we put her through.
why am I such an expensive asset? I feel like I am the company's overhead.
Correct.
So I don't fucking like the MSRP on a model I make is in the hundreds plural. And I made her like a free one. That's like one of the best ones I've done yet. And she hasn't gotten to use it yet, and I'm so fucking upset.
I'm sorry. Do you want to do that on Wednesday? Like it's just like a 4-person adventure Tokan Ranbu Warriors.
You don't have to. I was just like, ugh, I want to see it in action already.
Hey there.
Like, the thing is that it was the fastest and also one of the best models I've made yet. And I'm like, I see it. I need to be an evil scientist losing my mind at my creation. You know, like that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Speaking of
This is just us behind the scenes. Me like, look, I'm doing payroll and shit.
Speaking of our creations, Amla stumbles out of the box with 2 envelopes in tow.
Oh shit, 2 envelopes.
Oh,
Shit,
hey.
2 envelopes.
Well, one.
Oh, did you know those were in there?
No.
Oh, okay.
Unless Alma did. Did she?
Who is the mail from?
They just have labels on them. One says Ashburn, the other says Duo.
I'm gonna open up both and like shake the contents out towards the ground.
They both also unfurl as though we're in partner pockets, looking confused.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Oh
like
shit!
look them
Those
over
weren't
and
addressed to them. It was them.
I was gonna say you committed mail fraud, but all
Yeah,
right.
I was just about to be like, we should hold on to these
There's
until we
Ash.
see them next.
What the fuck was that?
I think you guys got magically transported to us via the postal system.
Is that
I
what?
it
What?
doesn't seem.
Okay.
Why did Amo get a
You
big
okay over
crate
there?
and these guys got little comfy letters?
No, they were in the crate though. The letters were in the crate. That's important.
That's such a. What was that man doing?
That's a mysterious man.
Where did he get you all?
I think we
I
need to
don't-
track him down.
I don't understand. There's,
Uh,
there's a lot of
him.
implications here, and I don't think that we can, go over it in this episode.
He also had a baseball cap.
We don't have time to unpack all of that.
I didn't know we had baseball.
It's new.
It's not that young of a sport.
That's fair.
Like I think it's just barely anachronistic.
Just a little.
At which point I give it a pass because fuck yeah, I love baseball.
baseball.
I also
yeah.
love baseball.
Dude, the fucking Blaseball.
You guys want to play some fucking baseball after that? Sorry.
There
Moving
is actually
on.
a Blaseball card game that's coming out, and I'm very excited for it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah. We have so much goddamn ADHD.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm
It's
also
Monday.
Dude, happy
I say-
Emperor Monday.
Oh, God.
why did-
What?
don't
we're
worry
not
about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Moving on.
This is a thing made to hurt me and me alone.
I say to our Blorbos, welcome home!
Yeah, we're
Oh,
actually
yeah,
just like,
this is our
welcome
home now.
home. Why is it? Why is the clip titled "Some Powerful Loins"?
Oh
The second clip being "It's a Living" is gonna fucking send me.
no! It's a living.
Okay, so. Was it? Duo looks around and just says, "Nice digs. I like it. Very
They're
cool."
ours now.
Cool.
Yeah, I guess we own property here in Storkheim, unfortunately.
Damn. That sucks.
Oh, look at the bright of it. We can open a bar.
True.
Ash is gonna like walk up to Serenity and like slap an arm down onto like a hand onto her shoulder, and like put the other hand in front of her like Woody in front of Buzz, or the other way around. It's like, I've always wanted to open a bar. Don't you know how much I love alcohol?
Yes. You know what? I could see you being a bartender.
That's right. I do
Alright, I have to
dislike
be
the
right
name Bart.
Bart.
I am
A-
indeed
you're
a Bart enter.
wait.
You
A-
get 10
a
to
Bart-
some Bart?
A bartender?
Yeah. Sorry. I just had a
I
really
could-
cursed fucking moment. Oh god.
What's that?
Oh god, I'm finishing the assembly. I'm gonna send a picture of this to you. This fucker's head looks like Optimus Prime.
I do like me a good Optimus.
I wasn't prepared for him to look like Optimus Prime. What?
Oh, yeah, that does.
No, it's fine.
I got jump scared by Optimus Prime. Anyway.
People have been drawing a lot more Transformers fan art in the past, like, little while, and I'm very happy with that as a huge Transformers fan. I don't know why they're making, what's it? They're going out of their way to, like, Disney Princify Megatron.
Because he's a Disney prince. Next fucking question.
I like Megatron. Why are you making him into a Disney Prince himbo?
This is off topic, but I was gonna make a joke about Minot being on my toes, and then as if psychically, their model like slid off of me.
You're welcome. You need to understand, I do see the future and also read minds. There is a comic arc that turns him into a silver fox complete with cane, but that comic arc also turns the author's self-insert into Matt Smith Doctor Who, so we don't talk about that arc.
I think maybe I need to read this now.
I'm glad that this is what finally convinced you and not the rampant amount of Mpreg. It's a joke, it's a joke, it's a joke, it's a joke.
There's only,
I mean,
that only happens like 2
there.
times.
Yeah, 2 times is a rampant amount for something as mainstream as fucking Transformer.
Arguably 3, depending on what you count as the body.
I'm making a big frowny face.
Sorry. Anyway, so we have good gigs, we have a bar, I'm gonna run it into the goddamn... I shouldn't make the joke I'm gonna run it into the ground because we're underground.
I'd just like you to look at Megatron for a second. That's what he looks like canonically according to IDW. Don't make him a prince.
Oh, he's perfect already.
Can I make a bad joke here?
Yeah, what's up?
Why would you turn a king into a prince?
Yeah.
Exactly. You understand me.
Anyway. We have a bar, guys. We have a base. We got so much fucking money.
I want to do face
Ash
painting.
is salivating.
Face painting.
Yeah. You can get a drink, and then you come over to me, and I give you a little. I make like a tiger on your face. It's a fun night.
That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, and it hides your identity too.
Shit.
Oh,
Clever.
that's even smarter.
Should we let Winona know about that?
Wait. But we can't trust Tom.
We can't
Oh,
trust
yeah,
Tom.
or Al.
You can't.
Oh.
Well, I never trusted Al. You can't trust Tom though.
Thank you.
Yeah, there was a whole thing left in here in hastily abandoned base. It says you can't trust either.
I pull it out because I took it.
Damn.
I don't know who wrote it, but whoever owned this last left this here, and they also left the place to us. So
Damn, that sucks.
Did
I-
Arcadia own it last?
I closed out his PNG. Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, bring him back. Let me look at him.
He remembers all of the horrible adventures that I've had with Ashburn in the past.
I just remembered that I made his fucking chest plate just a crop top, so it looks like he's wearing a steel sports bra.
He is. His
What is-
titties need to be restrained. They
What
are
is
too
wrong with
powerful.
Or transgender. It's a binder.
I mean, the thing is that as a cleric, he's doing a lot of like hunching over. Like he has, specifically when you designed him, you said this would give him ease of like doing like crunchy stuff if he has to do surgery back when we were being edgy about him. Like it makes sense.
If
He
he's
can stitch
trans-
himself up like this.
If he's trans, that means he willingly chose to be named Craig.
Exactly. We can't have that.
Do you know how many? You know how many fucking Kevins I know?
You say that as if Kevin's a bad name.
Craig is a pretty.
I know like Craig's. I know I what is it? I know Kyle's. Like generic male names are not uncommon for trans dudes.
I only
Yeah.
use round Victorian boys.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry to anyone named Kyle out there that isn't an asshole, but I've only ever met bad Kyles.
Can't believe you're Kyle cyst.
The Kyle I know is a very kind man, and I love him.
I
Alright.
knew a dog named Kyle once.
Nice.
Kyle is an animal name.
I have a very funny story involving
Hey,
Kyle, but
can I have like the last moment of ADHD before we move on?
Oh, yeah.
my Google recommended news articles are fucked up because I'm a absolute like weird little beastie. And I saw an article that was like total clickbait, and I shouldn't have clicked on it, but I did because I was morbidly curious. Because the whole thing was like, "Oh man, mom to be asks her friends if this is a good name. They say it's like one for a dog," and I'm like, "Shit, I want to see what this white girl wants to call her kid." Turns out the name is a name of a character that we have that we're like rampantly thirsty over.
What?
That is shipped with like werewolf girls. People were saying that the name Skylar is a dog name.
No,
And
it's a good dog name.
I love that quink.
Yeah. My Google stories are fucked up in an entirely different way.
You know, mine are fucked up in like the hilarious way of Google thinks that Actually, I can't finish that sentence. It's not wrong. Google thinks that I'm a bored suburban mom with nothing better to do.
Amazing.
Yeah, you really did just say Google thinks I'm me.
Well, accurately is like, you want to read this? And I'm like, yeah. And then like, I'm not going to talk about this later. And then I do.
So what are we gonna do about Tom or Winona?
I mean, I think we could trust Winona. We just have to tell her. I mean, okay, here's the thing. We get Winona, like, the thing is that Winona has a bunch of kids who are cool. I don't think she'd fuck us over.
Yeah.
But what if Tom could lie to Winona and turn Winona on us if we can't trust Tom?
Then we tell her in secret without Tom.
Now, we can ask them questions, and I have Zone of Truth.
Kid, you're so pog.
Yeah, Zone of Truth is like really ethically dubious, but I'm down.
I mean, we've done
Just be
other
careful,
ethically dubious things in the past.
Yeah,
just
you're
be-
right.
Yeah, I've done a lot less ethical things.
What's
You
up,
literally Sorry, Serenity.
Oh, just be careful because, you know, with Zone of Truth, they could very easily get around it by answering you with more questions or non-answers.
I'm a fae. I got that.
Fair.
Story, do you know that you're a fae?
I thought I did.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
fair.
I thought the whole character was that they know that they are.
Yeah, that's fair. It was up in the air for a couple episodes, and I haven't been up to date.
Okay.
I say being the one who's been here for every single episode.
Although I don't know if Father Ashburn knew that yet, so that's fun.
He blinks. Cool. Sure. Adult life's already so goddamn weird.
Can I look him dead in the eyes and say, "We've done unethical things. I just sent you on an embezzling mission."
I do like embezzling.
Also, and I point to Amwa, I'm pretty sure you Zone of Truth me when we met.
Yeah.
I did.
And it was a good idea, and I stand by it.
What are
It
friends
was,
for, really?
considering we had just seen you doing what you were doing.
Oh, I'm very questionable. It's okay.
There's
I had
also
many
the point of if you use Zone of Truth on Tom, then he'll know that we're suspicious of him.
Or I could phrase it like, hey, you guys want a bond? And we can play Truth or Dare? Or like,
wait, you're gonna hit him with the slumber party gambit?
yeah, I'm gonna be like, so do you have a crush on anyone? Also, would you betray us?
That's really funny.
Story really does just embody like 14-year-old girl energy.
Zone of
Shops
Truth or
at
Dare.
Claire's.
This outfit is a combination of Claire's and Hot Topic. The combination Claire's and Hot Topic.
You got the
Clop
Hot Topic
Topic.
shirt from your mom.
Yeah, and my accessories are from Claire's.
You know, it's almost. I feel like the idea is almost. Oh, I don't know what the word is. Unbeatable. I don't know because.
Wait, when you're done.
I feel like he almost get around it because if he just says dare every time, just dare him to say, "I won't betray you."
Exactly.
and then if he can't say it, it's kind of
I
wild.
dare you to tell the
Would
truth.
that count?
Yeah.
I feel like that's defeating the spirit of Slumber Party, but I also haven't been to one, so.
But by the way, Cloth Topic is just Spencer's.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
I had to get that off my fucking chest.
The spirit of slumber parties is to do truth or dare and then never say dare. And then everyone's like, come on, why don't you just say dare? And then you say, fine, dare. And then they tell you to, like, strip your clothes off and jump off a building or some shit.
I
And
always
you're like,
wanted.
this is why I didn't say dare.
I always wanted to play Truth or Dare at my slumpy parties, but everyone
Slumpy
only ever wanted me to summon demons.
I'm
That's
gonna
true.
be really, really nerdy. All the sleepovers I went to were just gamer hangouts all night.
Yeah.
I was that kind of tomboy at school.
I fucking
No,
wish.
that's what all mine were
Yeah.
too.
I would get invited. We'd play Gears of War or Tom Clancy's fucking Ghost Recon.
Oh, that's so good.
You know what?
People
my...
just.
Go
Sorry.
first.
People just brought me to their house so I could summon ghosts.
You know what happened at the last slumber party I went to? We said we were gonna play Smash Brothers for Wii U. We got distracted and ended up like 4 hours out to sea on a boat. Not really sure where land was. Having only eaten garlic knots for the past couple hours.
Bad moments.
And so the rest of the slumber party was us trying to find where America was.
Fuck.
Please, so we were also down a dude because we were ran out of a store and he had to go home because he needed to get his wounds treated after he nearly got his dick burnt off at a pizza joint.
Oh, this is that time.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I didn't know that the boat story and what's his name almost losing his cock to pepperoni was the same day.
Yeah, that was the same night. We managed to eat the garlic knots, and then when we got pizza, he got his dick nearly burned off because it was like actually like bubbling hot, and all of the cheese sloughed off the pizza onto he dick. So we were down a guy. We tried to get back on the boat to get home, and then a powerful storm came in and blew us out to sea.
Are you Pinocchio?
And then we spent the rest of the night, like, bonding as a team of maritime, like, refugees.
What the fuck? I mean, I really thought my slumber party
sorry.
story was funny.
My
All mine are
instincts as a Vietnamese person kicked in, and I remembered how to navigate by the stars. And we got home, and then we pulled into the port, and decided to never speak of that again until today.
I don't.
This is why people watch this stream.
And then we went to class the next day, and our calculus teacher was like, "Hey, you guys look different."
You guys had to
You guys
lean
look
on me.
You almost look like you got lost at sea and when you burnt your dick off.
I told him, like, we got lost at sea, and he said, "Huh?" And then said, "Well, would you like a recipe for bacon Brussels sprouts?" And I said no, and then he gave me one anyway.
Yeah.
Losing my mind.
I'm genuinely speechless. I don't know what I could possibly say after learning this.
Dude, my entire...
I have a very topical sleepover and D&D story of the first time I was ever exposed to Dungeon and Dragon.
Yeah, what's up?
And this was at a sleepover in like middle school, like 8th grade. I think it's like 7th or 8th grade, late 7th grade, early 8th grade that summer. The important thing was that the defining moment that got me into D&D forever was that I didn't have a character yet. I was just hanging with like the things that I was there. There's another hangout happening that was like my friend's brother and all of his friends. And they were playing D&D. I think it was 3.5, not 3.5. It was like, no, they were playing 2nd ed.
As you should.
And one of them had a controlled snake. And I remember being so enthralled watching them fail to use the snake adequately for 3.5 hours. Every roll was a miss. Every
Yeah.
attempt to do shit with the snake failed. I got into D&D because my friend's brother was such a fucking useless beastmaster that he couldn't control one fucking noodle for 6 hours.
Oh, that's so
Dude,
good.
That's the shit.
I'm sorry. I felt like you guys wanted to hear
I
That's
did.
fantastic.
It was adorable.
It's good.
Also, it brings us back to D&D after the adventures of V gets lost in the ocean. So, Ashford blinks and says, so are you actually gonna do the slumber party plan? Like, you're gonna invite, like, an old man to a slumber party? Is that your thing?
Well, I wasn't thinking we were gonna have an actual slumber party. I was thinking we just go there and hang out, and I'd be like, we should get to know each other. We should bond. If in a while we're here in town and we're all working together, I think we should play a game.
Okay, that might work, honestly.
I think we should also head back just so that we can, I mean, catch the broadcast that we're on. It's very
Oh, yeah.
important that we see it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that I am cute and weird enough that I can pull that off.
I wonder if they cut out the part where I said "fuck you" like entirely.
If we can trust Al, he won't have.
Hope not.
I hope they don't
Uh.
edit us to say something terrible.
I think
Like-
Coolsville sucks.
That's exactly the reference I was gonna make.
Okay, so we've been very off topic tonight, but I do have something I would like to say.
Oh boy.
What's up?
I saw this post and it was like, I want to put my friends in a horror movie situation so that we can trauma bond for life.
Fred
And then,
Jones.
and then there was a pause and said, actually, this is what goes through Fred Jones's head every time he gets behind the wheel.
Okay, everyone who is to the right of me on on this podcast tonight, I know will probably will know this already. But to those to the left of me, did you know that Scooby-Doo is canonically an eldritch god?
I did not,
Yes.
but this explains everything.
He's like 1/16th Eldritch God.
Also an ugly Great
It's
Dane.
on his,
that
it's on his
rings a
father's
bell.
side.
That rings a bell for me.
Dude, hell yeah, dude. So, you guys are gonna go back up to, block 6. Try and get in contact with, like, your pals.
Yeah.
You head on out to the elevator that you came in on. It creaks! Not unlike Ellie, but also not quite like Ellie.
No one's quite like Ellie.
Yeah. It doesn't have just quite the vibrato that Ellie's elevator sound does.
Mm-hmm.
And you ascend back up to your level. And is there any detours you would like to make on the way to the 6th round?
Nope.
I think
Alright.
we should go and say hello.
You return to the 6th round with little difficulty. People are paying you no mind, and no one is paying attention to Story specifically, who was recently up here like a little bit ago with the fucking knight in tow, just chatting to it like an imaginary friend.
I can change forms. It's fine.
Yeah,
Weren't you also Al?
you were
Oh,
also
yeah,
Al.
no, that's fine. I was Al. It's fine.
Yeah, they're just people walking by, just like, why is Al here with? You know what?
Whatever.
You know what?
Not
Sure.
gonna ask.
But now I'm just me. One of my
Mondays.
me's.
I just. Oh shit! I'm.
Yo, Mana, you good?
Yeah, I closed Steam because I didn't want to be distracted, but B2 Studio runs off of Steam.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very smart.
you know that's
You're good.
fair.
I'll have it
And-
back soon.
And
Yeah.
you return to the 6th round. Voodoo? Hi, Winona.
I don't know now.
Hey.
Hi.
Susan's so fucking far. She's like, oh, hey. How you living, killers? What's up?
We sure are living.
I'm gonna like tap her on the shoulder. Does she know thieves can't?
She does not.
I'm gonna like tap her on the shoulder, and I'm gonna like nudge towards my journal. I'm gonna whip out my journal, and I'm gonna write down like abridged version of what just happened.
Oh shit, that's heavy.
I'm
Congrats on the fat dosh though.
I'm gonna write down a thank you.
So you hiring, by the way? Just curious, just like a little favor for little old me. You hiring?
Where I'm gonna write
Yeah.
down about that,
Maybe.
and then I'm gonna like write down. I'm gonna tap Serenity as if I need her to give me the thing about Tom,
Oh, yeah. I
and like
hand it to her.
slowly slide it on like the table, like leaning over it to hide it from anyone else.
She reads the "Don't believe his lies" and she winces like, "Oh, but come on, he's just an old dude. He's like a doctor or some shit."
I mean, yeah, but place was abandoned in a hurry. Like
Yeah,
a
no,
real hurry.
That's a really bad look, I will say.
Like we got followed there by our good old friend in a hurry.
Yeah.
Also, might I remind the party, our original intention for coming here was, related to him.
Yeah?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's about that, but it's like, yeah, and our guy was looking into him, and he got McSchmoofed.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a
he did.
terrible look. Yeah, no, I understand. I'll keep it on the down low.
However, we would totally hire. As a matter of fact, it's a really cool bot. We want it to
Yeah.
run, keep some sort of semblance of keeping it clean, keeping it squeaky.
She hits you with the Enva Yearn emoji.
And
What? Keeping it clean, keeping it squeaky?
No, at like you being willing to hire her.
Oh.
I never.
Oh, 1 second. I have that emoji. I'm posting it in. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It's like I have that emoji.
I never really expected to end up being like a business owner
Wait, was that in character or out of?
in character.
Yeah, just gotta sign with the Better Business Bureau, make sure you got all your licenses up to date, get health inspectors and shit. I can automate that stuff for you, basically.
You know what? That would be
Please?
nice because I really don't have any licenses
Yeah, no, don't worry. We'll say
besides
that.
my
it's a new
ranger
location.
one, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if the ranger's like a catch-all license. That would be real convenient.
It is not. You do have to get a alcohol distribution license.
As a rogue who was really into alcohol in the Vins, would Ashkata have an alcohol distribution license?
They're gonna say proficiency.
Alcohol
Roll
proficiency.
history. Roll history, and I will let you know.
Alcohol
Okay.
proficiency.
Are you
As a character with
proficient in-
alcohol proficiency, I rolled a fucking 20!
Yeah.
You have
Oh,
a
No,
license
a
to.
20 plus 1, a 21!
Shit, that's a really good joke.
21?
I rolled the age of drinking.
Yeah, you do in fact have a provisional alcohol distribution license in the Vins. With a little bit of schmoozing, you could probably convince the guards here that it counts.
I'm just gonna like grin and bring that up. I'm so mad that I looked down, saw a nat 20. I was like, fuck yeah, 20, and looked at my sheet and saw a +1.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
21.
The
Winona
stars
looks-
have aligned.
When I was like, hell yeah, dude, this will be easy then. She claps her hands together. Yeah, no, I'm down.
Thank you.
Do you want me to, like-
curtsy.
She looks at her arm and like flexes her arm blade. Do you want me to like take this off while I'm behind your counter? I don't know your policy on like open carry of swords.
I'm gonna lift up my arm to show her my literal like dangling bracer full of bone stiletto knives.
Yeah, no, that's metal as hell.
And then I'm gonna like tug my coat to the side to show her my like collection of my scissor sword and my machete blade.
Yeah, fair.
I'm a rogue. If someone isn't openly brandishing a weapon, I feel uncomfortable. It makes me believe
So-
they are hiding one.
Also, frankly, I feel like it just wouldn't look right if you didn't have it on.
Thank you. I think it completes my look.
It
really
does.
does.
Oh, my weapons are in my heart.
Yeah, you do cast spells and shit. Huh.
Going to pat
My
story on
weapons,
the back.
in
Yeah.
my weapon's in a scabbard on my hip.
That's also pretty
And
cool.
also
I
strapped, slung over your
pat
back.
resonance.
Can I pat your guitar?
Sure.
I think it'd be really funny. Be like, my weapon's on my hip, and also on your back.
Just twangs.
You know, that's fair.
It goes wow. Wow.
Oh shoot, I've been acknowledged. Hi there, it's me, Resonance, your sword.
Hello.
Hey, Resonance.
You have been acknowledged.
Hey, you haven't fed
Welcome.
me any blood in like so long, and I'm getting really huffy about it. Come on.
The only things here are like civilians.
If I like cut my hand and bleed on the sword, will it be happier, or does it have to be like a cutting attack?
I crave violence. You haven't fought anyone in so many days, and I'm gonna throw a tantrum.
There's only one thing to fight here.
If
and
I
it's
had
a little
feet, I would be
big.
stamping them right now.
Aw,
You know, you go get back in your fucking scabbard.
Sorry that Ash dissociated hard enough to hear Resonance for a moment and suggest feeding it. That I'm just gonna imagine she looked at it and went, "Aw, they look hungry. Can I feed them?"
I hunger.
Ash's mom instincts want to
Yeah.
feed the sword.
Yeah, your mom instincts are so strong.
I hunger for action. And the only cure is, Who Killed Captain Alex? My favorite movie.
I have a hunger that only hams can satisfy.
Well,
Carl,
I
get
guess
outta
we'll
here.
just have to rent a movie and put it on TV. Speaking of the TV, when's that special on?
The Smell-O-Vision special is in actually just a couple minutes. You're just
Oh
in time.
man,
We better get going then.
I want to do like little bongo cat hands. Be like,
Go
do you
to
have? Wait, I need fish and chippies for my show.
Don't make me want to go to a chippy.
Dude, now I want fish and chip shit. No!
Got him.
Why have you done this to me?
I inflict you with chippy.
Winona's like, yeah, dude, I could fry some shit up. I got, haddock. Oh, we don't mind the haddock.
Love haddock.
Yeah, no,
I don't know what that is.
haddock's a type of fish. It's,
Oh.
It's pretty ideal for frying, actually.
The more you know. I'm
Fun
very
fact. Oh, what's up?
I'm very uneducated on fish.
I know all the fishies that are in Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing.
Every day. I take more emotional damage from the broody.
Don't they fish goldfish crackers out of the ocean?
Oyster crackers?
Goldfish crackers.
No.
Those come from the sea, right?
Sorry, I'll be right back.
No.
I fish those right into my mouth.
And
And I go crunch, 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 crunch.
I'm gonna eat a handful right now.
Oh, I wish that was me.
Oh shit, I have a bag of those underneath me.
This is always such a hungry show.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's
I'm
okay.
so amused by the sight of Manat, like, looking like they're walking across and disappearing.
Jesus.
What is happening?
I don't know anymore.
So,
I like the GTA music that just came on.
Winona's like just frying up some haddock. The fun fact I was gonna give you was fish and chips, while associated with the British, are actually and the invention of a Jewish immigrant to Britain.
Fuck yes.
So the British really didn't invent anything.
Of course they didn't.
This is discounting the really cool thing I showed you that the British made earlier.
They made a vehicle. That doesn't count.
It's not a vehicle.
I thought you were talking about the vehicle you showed me.
No, I'm talking about the missile.
Oh yeah. I guess missiles are okay.
Yes, sorry. Earlier, while we're waiting on Amla for a moment, I showed V that there's like a new cool missile in town called the Star Streak, and it's like, you know, most missiles fly up towards a thing, say hello, you are near me, and then explode. The Star Streak goes at Mach 4 and says, here's a triangle of exploding hyper tungsten darts. Have fun.
I have a British fun fact.
Oh man.
The book Dracula was was written by a Welsh guy imagining a British guy having a really bad time.
Fuck, is anyone else here subscribed to Dracula Daily?
No, I need to be.
I am.
I'm
would
following
do
it through
that.
cultural
Oh, good.
osmosis.
It's
Well,
so
I'm gonna go
good.
sign up.
You're living it through me, because I'm just like every morning, like, if I get like a Dracula Daily, even if I slept bad, I'm doing great.
Yeah.
My honorary girl mutual, Jonathan Harker.
Watching Dracula climb the fucking walls like a lizard again. Insert smoking Ben Affleck here.
Yeah,
So, I want to go hang out with the kids. I want to go hang out with my kids. I need my children.
You return to the back rooms of the bar, and you find that the kids are all like hanging out on the couch and playing a board game together. And they're also all in matching pajamas.
Oh,
Oh,
what are they
Sorry.
playing?
Sorry to interrupt your game, kids, but we got a TV to watch.
It's important that you guys watch tonight.
Ozra pipes up, "Oh yeah, we're just playing a bit of Sorry."
Yeah. I called it.
By the way, who's winning?
That would be little old Mikey. They do a bow.
I pulled up for a fist bump.
Oh yeah.
Cry.
They fist bump.
Hey, do you think when they win, they'll do a yippee?
Meine Mama hat ein Verlag und trink Cola, trink it out.
Alright, dying. What is Wander off work yet?
Wander has not returned from work yet.
I'm worried.
No.
I gave them a good luck spell.
Ash is gonna be like a little bit pouty about that.
Oh.
Like,
You can always
she
text
can-
him. You have his
I don't-
number.
I don't want to text him. Would he be off his shift by now?
As
I mean,
far as
this-
you
this
know,
is
his
like-
shift would have ended by now, yeah.
I'm gonna shoot him a little text.
Sorry, not the phone call sound. You text him, and after a bit of waiting, there's okay, so what did you say to him?
I'm just sending him a hey, haven't seen you at sixth round tonight. Have cool stuff to tell you when you get here, and then like they're like a bunch of cute emojis that are like supportive, love, hope you're doing okay.
Yeah.
You're just sending them a bunch of bitmojis of like, you can do this.
You send them a Minions meme.
I'm very much texting like a mom.
Wander texts, "Hey, I'm gonna try to be there. We're a little stuck down here."
Please, I just send. Please be safe. Do I need to come by?
I wouldn't if I were you.
Okay.
And then he adds, "I am being safe though."
Okay, I'm just like, I'm very much worried, but I believe in him, and I believe in the charm that Story gave.
Yeah. When we get when the fish and chips arrive, I'm gonna put at the center of the table for all the kids, where we can all have chippies.
Hell yeah.
And what's that?
Worry.
What did you say?
Serenity?
What? Oh, I said hell yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying, worry about Wander.
And after a few minutes, Winona comes by with a basket full of good old fish and chippy.
Yeah.
And sets it on the table. And then Wander pipes up, is like, or not Wander, Ozra pipes up, like, "Oh boy, fish and chips, a straight urchin's favorite."
Yeah. You can all share while you watch the show.
And they do a big snaggletooth grin, and they're still missing little teeth because they are a child.
Yeah.
They do got their rat chompers though, you know the ones.
got his
I have
rat
rat
chompers.
chompers.
Oh, I'm suffering so much every day. Life is pain.
Sweep hops up onto the couch, having been on the floor.
Hi, Squeak.
They do a little wave, and you'll.
I hand them a chippy, and I say, "Careful, it's hot."
They take it in their little squeep pods, and like they have to toss it between their hands for a sec because it's hot.
Oh.
like starting to sob.
If you tear it in half, then it lets the steam escape and it cools down faster.
Sweet pogs.
I'm
Yeah.
actually crying. Help.
Squeak
Oh, Squeak.
I'm crying. Tomorrow I'm playing more Squeamp Quest and I'm crying.
Yeah.
There's actually
Squeam.
tears running down my face.
Oh.
They take it in their little paws and do a big chomp. Oh, when I say Squeamp has like pobs, I mean like there aren't like differentiated fingers. It's just like a little nubbin.
Oh.
Oh. I'm in so much agony right now.
Their arms end in mittens.
Please. Please,
To be fair, that's not atypical for goblins in this setting. Goblins vary wildly in biology.
Damn, didn't know the Powerpuff Girls were goblins.
They are. They're the Powerpuff Grots. They're exactly the same, but they're green and small and fire beams.
I can load them into my gun.
I mean, they fire beams normally, too.
Do they? Is that one of their powers?
Yeah. They
at least
fire
the
really
last
big.
one.
So loud. Labcat, why are you sobbing so loud, dude?
Labcat is wailing because we don't love him as much as we love Squeamp.
Labcat, I literally let you sit in my lap. I never do that. You're still doing this to me? You're doing me dirty, dude?
Labcat became a lapcat.
Labcat, yeah, I'm on TV.
He wants love.
He's looking at me with the hugest cat eyes, but also his claws are bared and he's reaching up.
His claws are all bared.
Yeah.
Labcat, she's on TV, and we're on TV on her TV show.
Labcat, be good.
Labcat, I'm begging you to calm the hell down, okay? Can you be good for like 15 seconds? No? Oh, you're biting me now? Okay.
Sorry. I had this exact fucking problem earlier. Except with one of the other lab cats.
Squeamp sets their backpack down and like reaches their nubbins into it, and you hear like a jingling and clinking sound, and they pull out one big tin mug.
I'm gonna start crying. Again. I just finished crying. I'm gonna cry more.
Oh, look how hard I can cry. Ugh.
Little Tim pats their head and then hops off to go get them some water. Let me pull up Little Tim.
Little Tim and Big Tom, they're such good brothers.
Squeak. Hey.
Good old Little Tim and Big Tom. Ozra says, "So, where have you guys been? Anything new? Well, we've kind of been slacking on the whole surveillance duties, what with looking around at temporary housing." Labcat, please, you're hurting me.
I mean, don't worry about it, guys. We were currently just finding ourselves some new digs, a little bigger, more
Shall we say
permanent.
permanent housing? Yeah.
Ah, you guys doing real estate? What do you guys fancy?
Can you say like a cool restaurant that goes down a couple levels and has a bunch of rooms and stuff?
Whoa! I always wanted to be a restaurateur. That's not a bit. I actually did always want to be a restaurateur.
Buddy, I'm gonna help you open any restaurant you've ever wanted.
Ah!
Ash is like starting to like sniffle.
Let me pull up another group of children.
It's overcome.
Darnold pipes up and says, "Oh yeah, he thinks of himself as some sort of street-type gourmet."
Darnold, you're so good and supportive.
Yeah, he's remarkable as a cook for his age. Like a regular. Oh, what's the name of that fable with the rat that teaches the guy how to make soup?
Oh, Ratatouille.
Yeah, he's like that.
He's like the rat, Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Tootie.
And Osra does another big grin.
I have taken so much emotional damage this stream already. I think I'm falling apart. I think I'm becoming unraveled.
And after like a little bit of chatting and munching on stuff, and Sweep sipping from their big mug that's the size of almost their whole torso,
I love you.
Wander finally stumbles into the building. You hear the sound of hooves outside.
Can I like run up to hug him, but like stop like abruptly beforehand so I don't slam into him?
Yes, you can.
Well, I want to come over too.
Big worry.
Yeah,
You
I
rush
also
out,
walk over there.
and you see Wander like covered in soot and like with a bandaged arm.
Oh,
Oh,
Let me call up Wander.
Wander.
Where'd that picture go? It's buried under photos of Santa.
How dare Santa?
how dare Santa?
Don't believe Santa's lies, guys.
He does
There he
a
is.
sheepish little like, hey guys, I'm back.
He's
his
gonna get hugged no matter how much soot comes off of him.
You what?
He's gonna get hugged no matter how much soot comes off of him.
Hug time. He's like, ow, careful. Thanks though. Yeah, there's an incident at the mine today.
Happened.
Okay then. They let loose one of those new machine workers, and it was indelicate, so to speak. I got lucky. I only got like a light bruise.
I'm glad you're okay. Hey V,
What's up?
would you say that one's clothing is 1 foot?
His clothing is well within 1 cubic foot. Yes.
I would like to use prestidigitation to instantaneously clean it.
He is now very clean.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm
right
just
after
like,
Laundry Sunday.
what?
It's like it's right after Laundry Sunday. Thanks.
Figured, wouldn't want to be, all dirty all day.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Yeah, I made it out just fine, honestly, other than he just used the bandage arm. Thanks to then he does finger guns. That's that story. Your little charm saved my ass, I think. Am I allowed to swear around you guys?
Yes.
Okay,
Fuck
cool.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You should see me on TV.
Oh,
You
yeah.
should.
You guys got your Spell-O-Vision interview, don't you?
Yep, we got everyone else all nice and readied up. We even got some fish and chips.
Yeah.
His eyes like glaze over a little bit, and you see a little bit of drool.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna
Let's
avoid
get you
the
some
bruise,
fishy-
but I'm gonna like nudge him towards the inside.
Let me see if I can find something.
Fucking crying.
Nope, that's a geek out. God damn it. I tried to find like a funny gif of someone drooling from excited, like, yeah, good food, and then it's all fucking a geek out.
Do you want me to post? Do you want me to post a good GIF of that I just have?
Sure. I'm like, I can't post a Higao on stream. Twitch will get mad.
I sure hope you don't.
This one's just good.
Yes, this is it. This is it verbatim, actually.
Yeah, this is the good one. This is like my favorite like anime drooling GIF of all time.
I love Yuri Yuri.
Yeah.
That's what this one's from, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's Wander right now.
We said fish and chips, and he was just like, yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
And I'm like, I'm so glad that my little charm could have helped you out there.
Yeah.
I like the Patrick on the side.
Yeah.
What's going on with this guy? Why is that tagged hot?
I don't like it.
We
I don't
gotta
like
go.
it.
I don't like that one.
Where am I? Get me out of here.
What is happening?
Banging on the walls of my enclosure. Get me out.
Me.
The enclosure is shrinking.
I'm canonically in an enclosure right now.
Oh, Mama, please help me. Oh, boy, the water's flooding. Help. I'll do anything. Daddy thinks so.
Would perish.
Oh,
Hey, by the way, you know what fucking clip I'm goddamn obsessed with?
What?
It's the Obama, soda.
Obama soda! I fucking... Yeah, that was in my
Obama.
head today.
Soda!
I can't believe that you fucking beamed that into my skull today.
I'm so sorry. I'm fucking obsessed with that goddamn clip.
Yeah, but imagine you in his order. I am losing my fucking mind.
You guys okay?
I'm like slowly unraveling.
Too many cute child moments.
Yes, I'm like approaching critical broody.
So, Wander shuffles in. Ozra does a big tackle hug, but he's like, you know, a little guy, so it only comes up to his like hip or whatever.
Hell yeah.
Wander ruffles his hair and says, "Hey, back safe, like I promised." And then he sits down and just like looks left and right and hopes no one's paying too much attention, and then he just grabs one of the fish and chips with his whole hand and just takes a bite out of it like it's a loaf of bread.
But
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
meant to share, dude. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, it's for all of us.
Oh hell yeah, dude! And he is a snarfin'.
Yeah.
In full.
And the spell-o-vision clicks on. You hear the big band jazz opening sound. You know the kind.
Yeah.
Al does his usual spiel, which you would not necessarily know, but Serenity might recognize. It's basically just like a bunch of generic like filler fluff that you would see on the news, like the sort of stuff where like in between the tragedy of the week and the tragedy of the month, they talk about like a dog who learned to skateboard.
Mm-hmm.
That sort of stuff. It's all dog skateboarding all the time.
Are we one of the tragedies, or are we a dog skateboarding?
I would like to
Right.
believe that I'm a walking tragedy.
I like to believe that I'm a tragic dog skateboarding.
You're a tragic dog skateboarding. The entire last arc was Ashkata being the tragedy of the fucking year.
Your little brother from fucking your little brother from HomestarRunner.com.
Yes.
The saddest, most pathetic dog of all.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Guys, I literally was the tragedy of the year, and then the next thing I did was become mom.
Oh no, this poor dog.
The
I'm
dog
not
with one
insane
leg who
anymore.
can make it on his own.
He can make it on his own. Little brother, come on. The world is your oyster, buddy. Oh god, I wasn't mentally prepared to see little brother. I'm having flashbacks to my Homsar day. Homsar?
You good?
Homsar Runner. No, Homsar's a character.
Yeah, Hamsar is a character who I wrote his wiki article. On
I
the
know you did.
HomestarRunner.com wiki.
I know you did. We had this conversation.
There's something wrong with me.
There's something wrong with all of us.
That's why we're here playing D&D together.
You can't
Hi.
be neurotypical and also be a VTuber. You, on some level, you have to be a little bit odd to be role-playing as an anime person on the internet.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Feel my fucking brain cells slow like skis in it.
You good?
Isn't
You know, like when you, like 5 kids in a trench coat, they get caught, they go skis it, and they just like run off.
Oh, that's one of the classic pranks in the old repertoire.
I think I just won the Powerball.
I gotta learn from you guys.
Osra does another big toothy grin. So, what is it we're supposed to be watching here for now?
I'm gonna like just tap my fingers together a little bit. And, like I was talking about a plan that I have, and it's got to do with you guys, and just watch.
And lo and behold, the interview comes on, and it goes basically verbatim how you remember it. you answer your questions. You have some light banter. Serenity says "fuck," but it is censored. But it is not removed.
Good, good,
There's a doctored in laugh track when you say "fuck."
good. And the
It's
musical
generally treated
performance.
as though you're any other group of celebos, as opposed to like something else going on.
All right.
And then it gets to the announcement of, "Hey, you guys are getting so adopted," and it's left as it again verbatim. And as you announce to the little ones that they're getting so extremely adopted, they all just have the biggest sparkly, like, "Oh gosh, really?" kind of eyes.
Yep. All of you.
Duo unfolds from the partner pocket and says, "Yeah, no, you definitely should. I'm glad we're getting this out of the way right now, because they cannot go back to the orphanage."
I'll go back and get anything I need to.
No,
You know
I
what?
got it.
Well,
But like,
I-
that place is gone, dude.
oh, you burned it?
No, well, no, but it was a whole thing. And then she
Hey,
folds into the
I
partner
think-
pocket.
We have some questions.
You know, I think
but-
this will go on the list of many things that come up this episode of, I'll just not ask.
I'm just gonna like blink a couple times. I'm gonna like tap her fucking. I'm like tap the pocket and say, "You need to tell me later."
She like pokes her head out of your pocket, full size, just like hanging off of it, and says, "Look! I saw that the conditions were shitty. I interrogated her and decided that
Just message me on the spell phone.
you got it." And then she folds back up into the partner pocket.
Thank you, Duo.
I do a little sigh and I'm just gonna like lean back on the couch and just kind of like do a big sniffle.
I need to one second. Let me post something.
You know, they're all getting so adopted. I'm sorry, I had to. I was not gonna let them stay urchins on the street.
Okay, now I need to post the skrunkliest emoji of all.
Oh, scrunkly time.
Oh, wait.
Start crying.
Oh, I got hit. Was so tired.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just like, oh, I finished my turkey sandwich and I had 2 oranges.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's enough carbohydrates to knock out a fucking horse. Oh, hey, it's Elle's favorite emoji.
It's Elle's favorite
love
emoji.
this
emoji.
The skrunkliest little pleading eyes.
That's literally the same emoji he uses every time I like tell him I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
Elle, notoriously adopted.
Say the
Yeah.
line, Bart, but use the emoji L.
And you look over at your at the Lost Boys and Girls Club, and you see 5 sets of that.
Oh,
Oh.
my heart's gonna like explode.
In their
Just
little
looking at them,
feet.
like
Oh, what's up?
their little matching footy pajamas.
And they still got a little bit of like grease and salt on their hands and face.
That's good. That's good.
And also, adult man Wander right next to them, just kind of looking around, still eating like chips.
I'm gonna pat his shoulder and say, "That includes you, doof.
Oh shit.
We had this conversation before you went."
Yeah, you know you did. I got a little distracted by the
I
cave.
don't know. Did you think I was lying?
No, I just wasn't. I didn't think you were truthing.
I'm gonna bap him on the shoulder, but very gently, so I don't disturb his arm. Be like, "Look, I'm a rogue. I try not to make lies. When I lie, it's to people I don't like. And even then, I tell a kernel of truth, so they can't be truly upset at me."
You know, that's fair. That's fair. What's it?
Dying. I'm dying right now. Everyone, we've got viewers messaging me saying they're dying right now. We're dying right now. This is death o'clock.
He runs a hand through the back of his hair and says, "Yeah, thanks. But other than," and then he pats Osborne's head. "These little guys, I haven't exactly had a family myself, so this is cool."
Good news, you've got me, you've got all of us dweebs over here, you've got Ashburn and Duo, and don't even get me started on how many aunts and uncles you guys have now.
I'm kind of like an aunt.
You got cool aunt vibes, yeah.
I when I said you had all of us dweebs here, that meant you, Serenity.
Well, I know that. I just mean like, you know, I like the idea of being the
cool aunt?
the cool goth aunt.
You had to put it out there. You had to establish
Yeah.
it.
Anyways, the best part about all this adoption biz is that we just got a cool new place.
Oh shoot, Mother Pog.
Uh,
Oh yeah, I haven't added Kermit the Pog to my emojis yet. Shit.
Kermit the Pog!
Ash is gonna kind of like do a little cough and like nudge him again and go, it's an old base we cleaned up. It's a cool bar and it's got a couple stories of like rooms and storerooms and all
Got a
sorts of
couple
comfy down
knees.
there. Muppet Pog.
Yeah, I need to add
Pog.
Kermit the Pog to my emojis.
Kermit the
Kermit the Pog. I'm
Pog!
going to Kermit homicide.
Get rid of Finley and put Kermit.
Yeah.
That can be story.
I wasn't prepared.
The kids all hop up and then do a big group hug towards you.
Oh, yep, I'm taking the big group hug.
You are now drowned under teary happy kids.
Story, you have to join in on this one. You're part of it.
Scamper, scamper, scamper.
You got adopted this arc too.
Yeah, I'm getting in.
Maybe maybe actual normal adoption processes are the most found family of all.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. Basically,
I'm hugging so hard.
everyone gets a hug. I'm gonna open it up to the rest of the party if anyone else wants a hug.
I'll take it.
Get in here.
Okay. All right.
This is a good moment right now, y'all. We got a
Yeah.
base. We've got a bunch of cool little rogues. We've got one wander, and I'm like look at him dead in the eyes and go, I hope you know that like with us running a business, we can just have you on payroll. You don't have to go back into the mine.
Thank gods.
It's gonna be like my first ever house.
Have you on payroll. You don't have to go back into the mines. You can work with Winona.
He does a little fist pump.
Oh God, I'm hiring my son to work at my restaurant to get him out of a worse job.
You're hiring your
gonna
son to
do-
work in the literal family business now.
Uh-huh. Oh my god, the little kids are gonna be in there at like a table doing their math homework.
Getting y'all educated.
Hey, I can read.
Yeah, I want to make sure all of you can. Remember, one day you guys are gonna have to go to Vronter and see the polite if blood-sucking society.
Imperial
guys-
pipes. Oh, what's up?
As I say, and you guys have some really fun folks to meet. They're gonna love you.
Imperia pipes up inside your head and says, so are these all gonna be nobles? Are you gonna induct all of them into House Aelor? So that way, like, no one has to worry about heirs or anything, or
I don't see why not.
cute.
I mean, look, they needed a family. They have a family. They can go wherever they want, be it the Vins, Vronter, explore other places here and around Storkheim.
Ozra pipes up. I always wanted to visit Norn.
Well, good news, buddy. Nord's basically where we have to go if we want to get anywhere else.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wanderer raises a finger. Secondary question. I recall you guys are like on some level like nobility based off of that interview.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's me.
I'm not
I've
gonna have to do
extended
any.
it but honorarily to everyone else.
I'm not
Wait,
gonna have to do
my
any like royal
nobility?
politicking, am I?
Okay,
I
you
don't
ready
think-
to you are you ready to hear you ready to hear it, bud?
Yeah, what's up?
The politicking has been reduced to just getting people to be nice to each other. And given that we fucking landed in the city, I like whispered it like fucking Todd Howard at the Fallout 76 conference. We like landed on a fucking dragon. They're listening. You just gotta look pretty, say hi to people, and be a good person.
He grins and says,
And
well,
hang
pretty
out
good
with-
at- We're looking pretty.
And hang out with some pretty fucking cool Orha.
Hell yeah. Alright, yeah.
There's some ninjas there too.
Squeep pipes up with like little karate hands.
Yep. I'm gonna text. Can I like text Kazuya to send a fucking to send a selfie so Squeep can see him and just be like, look, I know a ninja.
Okay, now I have to scroll all the way up and pull up Kazuya.
I'm sorry.
Where the fuck did he go? Wait, did I ever post him?
I don't
Do I
remember
need to
this
find the
character.
Kazuya? He's the ninja who the
I didn't
blue-haired boys that I got my munch by had hired.
I didn't post him with his mask. That's it.
Just bring up Kazuya.
Kazuya
It's
posts a
this
picture.
guy.
Kazuya posts a picture of him smoking and holding up one of his kunai.
Kazuya,
Yeah,
I would like. I'm showing this to my son. You are a very, very good influence. Like unironically.
He says, OG, and then sends a second picture where he is not smoking and instead is holding up what appears to be like a normal book that he scribbled math homework on.
Don't worry. He's a goblin.
He sends it one third one, and it's holding up a wheel of cheese.
Kazuya, I'm just like, thank you, Kazuya. Always great.
Then he sends a gif of him doing the peace sign and disappearing in a puff of smoke.
Oh no, he dropped his phone! That or he had fucking Xavier holding it. I
There's like
just love the off-screen friendships that apparently Ash has.
You're so popular.
Remember, he's like a thrall to the fucking guys who bit me.
Yeah.
No one really knows what their relationship is in setting. They just know that he's like some guy that they keep around.
I would like to believe that like they're friends. But he thinks that the word thrall is cool.
Yeah.
What's your deal? Oh, I'm a ghoul, man. What the hell is a ghoul? A ghoul is when a vampire feeds you their blood and you get a little bit of power. Wow, that's
Oh,
very
that's-
interesting. Can you
that's
tell me
wild.
more? No, I'm bleeding out on the floor of the mayor's office. Wow, thank you, Vampire the Masquerade Ghoul introduction character.
Yeah. Santa Monica is a fucking hellhole.
My favorite part about that is he says, I'm a ghoul, man, as though you're supposed to know that. Like, that's just good.
VTM is one of the best written games of all fucking time.
I need more reasons to say, I'm a ghoul, man.
I'm glad that I gave you one.
Google, man.
Hey, you don't need reasons. You can just do it.
I just realized I'm using the Imperium model and I had her go full surfer. I'm a ghoul, man.
That's
Put
great.
that.
I'm a ghoul, man.
I really want to just like gasp and like, wait, does this mean I'm a princess?
I'm gonna kind of do like a little inhale and go. I mean, it's a noble house, but we're not exactly monarchy. It's like a house of nobles, house of lords, house of commons kind of thing.
Oh, so you're like a debutante?
Oh.
You can
I-
be whatever you want in the
Kinda.
story.
It's a little more
Literally.
complicated because not only am I in the house, but I am and I'm gonna like rub the back of my neck and I'm gonna kind of mumble like I might be like the vampire pope.
kind of mumble that to all of them that I'm the vampire pope now that they're adopted and they can't back out of being the children of the vampire pope.
They're the Popettes.
Just like, wait, vampires have a pope? You're them?
Little Tim mumbles. So, quick question. No, we seem to have a lot of those tonight. Do I have to discover religion?
No.
Cool.
The religion is of the masses, and it's just be good to yourselves.
He nods and adjusts his goggles.
I'm just gonna say this out loud and go, that's the thing. The guy that we previously like hyper worshipped is just a dude. I hung out with him. He's kind of just a guy.
Pretty chill.
He's really chill. Maybe we'll see if he'll visit. He's technically your grandpa.
Dude, this is the most complicated family tree I've ever seen.
You relate to the Emperor?
I mean, he's the first vampire.
Oh
All
yeah.
vampires are directly related to him.
Oh yeah.
It's not like a blood relation, but it is like a
Well, a blood relation.
It's blood relation.
That joke
is
always
gonna
kills at
giggle.
the bake sales.
Ash is gonna like giggle after saying that out loud.
Yeah.
And just sell the Midwest mom. She's like, yeah, no, I'm gonna officially sign whatever papers I need. You guys are all adopted. We have a big place for you to go, for us all to go to. You're all getting schooling. And yes, you can continue being street urchins if it brings you joy.
Yeah.
Squeep raises a mitt for one last question.
Yes, Squeep.
They then raise a second mitt up in the air.
I'm gonna pick Squeep up instinctively.
And they comfy in.
I'm going to die. Yep.
I don't know what's up with my brain. When they raised their second hand, I was like, oh, they have a second question.
I half expected you to say, oh no, he's charging a spirit bomb!
A spirit hug.
Popping off. This episode does damage. This episode was cold calculated to deal the most damage in one shot.
Who will?
I went, oh man, well, that's a really cool bat you got there. What you gonna do with it, huh? You gonna hit me? You better kill me in one shot. Better make it count. And then she did. And everyone's just taking so much fun in it.
And Squeep is cozy and is falling asleep.
Oh!
Kind of lean back and go, well, that's what I wanted to show y'all.
Nash, are you good? Can you not handle Sweep Quest?
Squeep Quest was just to get a hug.
There needs to be a spin-off campaign that's just about Squeak.
You can watch it Tuesdays on,
You can watch it Tuesdays on my stream when I play Peglin.
True.
It's a game about a fun little goblin who plays Peggle.
You've had
Tuesdays when I channel normalcy.
You've had
This all
your
takes
cozy
place in the
moment.
same universe.
Cozy moment. We gotta start getting everything and everyone set up for the new base.
Yeah. Winona, like,
Wait, 1 second. As far as Tom knows or asked, we are actually just setting up a new bar.
yep. Winona leans through the door to the back room and says, hey, if you want, I can, like, walk the kids down.
Yeah, there are already some prepared rooms. I say,
Awesome.
knowing that there were like barracks and like actually just a really good barracks room on the first level.
Okay, yeah. I'll walk them down.
And I like just lean back and like look at all the party. Go, we did it, we won.
You won! The campaign's over. We're now playing Diner Dash.
Oh, yeah.
Diner Dash with espionage.
The campaign is not over. You're not even close to the end.
I know that. I just wanted to make a joke. I'm sorry.
Oh no, this is for the audience.
This is a campaign that never ends.
Squeep does a big yawn. And
Very,
Winona... Oh, what's
yeah,
up?
very, very gentle passing him along.
And Winona picks him up.
Oh,
And
I
then
wanted to hold.
And then looks at him, and then looks at you guys, and hits you with another envy urn.
I'm doing grabby hands. I wanna turn.
You wanna hold him?
Yeah.
Like a plush?
No, like a little friend.
She hands you Squeep.
Yes. I'm holding them so gently.
They make a small squeep sound when they snore.
Fucking die.
I'm gonna infuse them with my Fey energy.
Oh god.
Yeah.
They grow
Inject
antlers and
Fey.
fire a beam.
Oh no. It's gonna kind of sniffle a little bit now that my like vigor to hunt down everything bad in this city has been renewed.
Because you want to protect your little family?
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of bad things in this city, so...
I'm ready to kill all of them in cold blood.
And Winona,
Mercilessly.
like, basically does the daisy chain of hands held, and, like, waves to you guys as she goes to deliver them to your new house. It is up to you whether or not you send Wander with them.
Yeah, I think Wander needs to get some comfy. Check out the digs. He needs to decorate his room.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like send a duo with Wander so he can get stuff out of his apartment.
We gotta go to Rooms to Go. We gotta go to IKEA.
We're going to Ashley Furniture Home Store.
I have a story about Ashley Furniture Home Store.
What?
I do too.
I got left behind in a Rooms to Go one time.
Hell yeah! You know, my TLDR of my Ashley Furniture Home Store story is literally, my family went to one to, like, get something. They forgot that I was, like, so bored listening to them finance a fucking recliner that I dozed off in the recliner playing Advanced Wars, and they got home before they remembered that I wasn't in the car.
Oh my god!
Gosh.
My Ashley
hanging-
Furniture's Home Store story is that, I dressed like an insane person, and so my family took me there, and I was like, okay, I'm in the middle of dressing like an insane person, but sure, I'll go. And so I got there dressed like an insane person, and a guy was like, my daughter loves anime. Can I take a picture with you to send to my daughter?
That's
oh
good.
my god.
Yeah, it was.
That's awesome. The best thing is that I wasn't even mad. I just had extra time to play fucking Advance Wars on the DS.
Yeah.
And they
Hanging
felt
out
so
with-
bad about forgetting me that they took me to my favorite restaurant the next day.
Yeah.
Hanging out with you guys just makes me, like, aware how painfully normal my life is.
That's not a bad thing.
I think
I
you're
want
above the usual level of
stories.
insane.
I want to tell stories. I want to be like, yeah, I got lost at sea and went to Ashley home, or got called an anime character once.
If it helps,
Played
now
Advance
that you're an
Wars.
adult, you can still have funny stories like that. I went to I went to Subway not too long ago, back when my hair was still red. This is what got me to unred my hair, by the way. Back when I had red dyed hair, and a teenager who was having like a LARPing fucking like epiphany looked me dead in the eyes and started like calling me Borderlands characters because my tattoo was visible.
Oh my god.
Hang in there. When I got left at a Rooms to Go, it was the obvious, like, they just forgot a unit in the team and went home. And I didn't think anyone was gonna come back for me, but I was always ready for this moment just in case. So I immediately started climbing into the rafters and trying to yank one of the, a loose piece of wood off of one of the, like, one of the bedstands and sharpen it into a spear so I could hunt within the fucking Rooms to Go.
What the fuck?
Great.
And when they found me, the security at the rooms to go, because they do have security, were like, yeah, we were worried that this was gonna become a Peter Pan situation where you just start convincing kids to revolt against their parents inside
Oh
of
my
the rooms to
God.
go. And I'm like, that was the next step. And they said, please leave.
You got left behind, and then it turned into a survival horror game for you.
Legitimately, it was. I wasn't there long. It was like 15 minutes into thinking I'm going to have to live in rooms to go before I started trying to set up my Lord of the Flies situation.
You started LARPing Eve.
Like literally within 15 minutes.
It
I
wasn't
like
like
that.
your first thought, it was your third. It only took you 15 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
I like that the thought of like going outside and doing something like going somewhere else didn't cross your mind. You're just like, I will be trapped in here. I will live in here. I will hunt in here.
I didn't know what I was gonna hunt, but I didn't know that I wasn't gonna leave rooms to go, because I just figured I couldn't. I figured part of the situation was I couldn't leave rooms to go, because I wasn't removed from rooms to go.
You're a reverse vampire. You have to be removed from locations.
Uh-huh.
And the thing is, I have a fucked sense of time where, like, I just don't understand how long things were. I thought I was there for, like, 5-6 hours. By the time they picked me up, it was like 45 minutes later.
Oh my god.
Yeah. People just really like to insist that I'm in cosplay when I'm not. Like, and I mean insist.
That used to happen to me really often. You wanna know what my solution was?
What's
Hmm.
up?
I wear cosplay in public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way, at least they're right. Here's the thing: whenever I do cosplay in public, no one says, "Oh, I like your cosplay." But when I don't cosplay in public and I'm just dressing myself, they're like, "Oh my god, I love your cosplay. What are you cosplaying for?" I'm like, I just dress like this.
Me
I
wearing my
think
Tali
that
hoodie.
I want to just dress like anime characters.
Just do it, dude. There's no
Guys,
consequences.
you know what my favorite jacket is?
What's that?
It's a full-on Organization 13 coat.
Yeah.
Like, it has the cross chain and it has the hood.
Oh,
It
that's
has it
so
all.
good. That's
It
so
has double
good.
zippers, so I can literally unzip the bottom to have, like, the leg flaps.
Yeah.
You know, V watched me go to an arcade in that.
I was
That's
with
fantastic.
Yeah, like, you watched me because you were there.
you. Yeah.
You were a
Fucking-
witness to my atrocities.
The worst goddamn, like, cosplay-like clothing that I own that is also, like, normal clothes. I have Neptune Ruby's exact jacket. And
Nice.
I forget that that it's Neptune Ruby's jacket, and I just dress like that pretty often, needless dress shirt and tie plus Neptune Ruby jacket. And the people are like, "Oh, I like your costume. Have you been keeping up on the current season?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I watched Lost."
Jesus Christ.
The way you said that was very interesting.
I'm ready.
Which
I'm
part?
ready to
Like,
die.
yeah, I watched Lost, or the voice for Ruby fan.
The voice for I watched Last.
Yeah,
There's something wrong with all of us.
Oh, deeply.
I've experienced trepanation at some point.
I actually have been.
Hang in there.
You know this story. They had to, like, drill a fucking infection out of my skull.
Hey there. Oh shit, Chroma!
Hey, Krama!
That's
Chroma's
shit.
cool.
Little
Alright.
pastel vibes of girls. Are you cosplays? I love them. Voice at Mean Girls. If you're depressed when you're goth. Oh, I'm so familiar with that. I had flashbacks to hearing it.
Yeah. Hang in there, everyone.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, Wander and the kids are going to the new awesome place to get their digs. It's not dirty. We cleaned it up before we left. We all got
Yep.
Swiffers.
I
Did
put up
we
some
run out of
posters. I put up
music?
some flowers.
We had Erica diffuse the potion.
she did in fact need to literally defuse it. It was very dangerous.
I
Thank
put up
you,
those
Erica.
I put up the fake ivy from Amazon that smells like shit.
No,
Yeah.
get the good stuff that smells like good.
All right, I
Stuff
put
from,
up,
the stuff from
real.
Home Goods.
Yeah, I put up real plants.
Real.
Did we remember
Real
music?
plants.
Oh yeah, I was about to put on the next one.
Ah, valid.
So,
I just realized it was quiet.
yeah. So I gotta ask, what else do you have planned for the remainder of your time here in the world of D&D?
I remember that like we kind of offhandedly decided we were gonna go up for a bit. I don't remember. Oh yeah, we need to go to the wizards. We need to go to the wizards.
We gotta go to Wizards and also shitty band member.
Oh yes.
All right. So, you need to visit the Wizard's Tower, and you also need to visit the what's it? I
Al's
intended to
recording
visit
studio.
the record store at some point.
Correct.
Which one
Wait,
would
why are
you
we
like
going
to
to
do?
Wizards?
Serenity. If this is an in-character thing, Serenity's like Wizard Tower, hands
Yeah.
down.
The wizards were really fun. Erica gets to hang out with that fawn girl again.
Anything is more fun than going to my band member.
You feel a shuffling inside of your pockets, and you can tell that that's Erica doing a pause tabby.
I'm gonna when we get up to the top side, I'm letting her out. So she can walk up to the wizard's tower with us, because we need her, or else we'll get magic missile.
Erica has been unfurled from the partner pocket.
We're going to the wizard's tower, I say, handing Amwa a sword of fucking vengeance. This is yours, by the way.
What? Is this a sword of vengeance?
Yeah, don't worry, we got it ethically.
Okay. Hey, let me check something, by
Was
the
it
way.
the sword of vengeance? You said it was
Might be
last week.
cursed.
Amwa, when you pick up this sword,
Yeah.
you hear, as everyone else apparently has, a voice in your head.
Oh boy.
Whoa! It's your turn.
Fuck.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Probably tell the sword to shut up.
Oh, what's it say? Hey. Well, we'll see. But so far, you're in my hands. Yes.
Cool. Can you do something for me? Can you do something real quick for me?
That would depend on what it is.
See the little one? See the little one right in front of you?
Orphan?
Targeting reticle appears in your vision. Oh wait, shit.
Is the targeting reticle directly on me?
the targeting
How's
reticle appears in your vision on Story's head.
I knew
Oh,
it.
no. I'm not little.
I'm gonna need you to lift me up. And bring it down on that one right there.
And one second. Since I just implied that I handed it to her barehanded, would I know what the sword wants?
Yeah, you got the vibe that it wants to kill Story so bad.
I'm gonna put a hand. I'm gonna put a hand on I'm gonna put a hand right on Amla's shoulder and go. Yeah, it's a little unhinged. I think that we can get it some behavioral help, but the wizard's tower, transplant him to your axe. That might be nice. He's really not that.
Axe, it is be an axe. Wait, doesn't mean that as a chopping.
He's really not that bad when you get him to stop begging to kill people.
The fucking folktale of the Jabberwocky. We're gonna go snicker snack like a vocal
I'm gonna gently knock on the flat part of the blade
Oh
with
my
my
God.
fist twice. I go, you hear that, buddy? You want to be an axe?
I want to be an axe so bad.
If you'll be an axe if you behave, buddy.
Oh, I hate behaving.
You only have to behave until we get into combat. And we get into a lot of combat. I told you about the time I turned a man into legs, didn't I? Amla's even cooler than that. You're gonna be in such capable hands, she can rage.
Resonance pipes up. I would like to contest that we do not get into a lot of combat.
Resonance, we've gotten into combat
Okay, wait, can I hear Resonance still? Am I still losing my mind enough to hear him? Am I
Seren-
talking to swords?
it-
Am I fluent in swords?
Serenity will just relay what Resonance is saying. She's like, Resonance says that we don't get into enough combat, and
Can
I
I-
says you should have seen us before the mountain.
Can I look over to
A lot of
Resonance and like
combat.
gently like tap on its pommel and go,
We've gotten into plenty, buddy. You just haven't gotten to do much stabbing.
I'm
just
so
walk-
sad. I'm like despondent in here.
Sorry, you joined us during the city
Confusing.
city section of our
do I need to add swords to my
our
list of
adventure.
languages?
Sure.
So is this like? Sorry, V. Is this like? Is this like something I have to make a will save again? I mean,
You
again,
are not
or is this
attuned
like-
to it yet, so the actual mechanical effects don't come into play. He's just talking to you.
So
He's
afraid.
just talking. Okay, in that case, Amma is gonna like take her sword. Well, take the sword. It's not hers yet. Hold it ahead of her, just staring at it, and just say, "You do not command me."
I'm asking nicely. I'm asking very nicely, please.
I look behind. I'm trotting ahead. And I look behind, like, "Hey guys, what's going on back there?"
Sword, you will make no demands of me. Are we clear? You will have your targets, and you will be sated, I guess.
I do have a great deal of bloodlust that does require sating, I will say.
Serenity says to Story, I think the sword wants to kill one of us. My money's on you.
Yes, the sword. Yeah, it put I don't know, some series of circles and crosses on Story's head.
Oh. And
Yeah, no, it wants
I
to
go
kill
behind.
Story.
I'm hiding behind Ashkata.
No, it's nothing against you, little. What are you, a rodent child? I don't know. It's nothing against you specifically. You just, yeah, you're small. You're a little
Yeah,
one.
it says it doesn't have a grudge. It's just that you're
so
small.
you're a coward. So you're picking on me because I'm little.
Hey,
Think
fuck
you
off.
can't handle someone your own size, huh?
I'm out of practice.
And I'm just gonna pat Am on the shoulder again. Go, see, I told you, he's just kind of dumb.
Can I,
He's
I
really
keep
fun,
giving you
though.
things inside of your heads. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry, everyone.
You know,
I like
Resonance,
this
I'm
sword.
glad you're not this thirsty.
Does that mean you'll finally use me to kill?
I mean, I never said I wouldn't. Just like not civilians.
Oh, you're no fun.
They have to be actively trying to kill me, and
Yeah,
then it's
no.
fair game.
I do prefer a challenge.
That-
We will
Losing my
hone you like a
fucking
blade.
mind.
That's why you're better than
Washington sword.
Mr. Whatever sword over there.
I am vengeance, I am the knight, I'm also a blade that is, ready to fucking kill anything that comes in our way. Come on.
Okay, Alma's wearing like bracers or whatever, so she's actually she's gonna put one hand like around the blade of the sword and just kind of like
Shake him a little. He loves
put
it.
it there and start squeezing and just. You can.
Whoa, 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 don't burn the merchandise, whoa!
These ones are off limits. Are we clear?
Yeah, alright.
At which point she lets go and just holds the sword out hilt first for Ash. Says, "Hey, so swords aren't really my jam. You know this.
Yeah, we can. That's why we're going to. That's why we're going to
It does have-
wizards.
Yeah, but it does have blood. It does have bloodlust, and I feel like you two would get along fairly nicely if you want it."
Now I got this, and I'm gonna pull out my fucking shovel of fish command.
The shovel of fish command pointedly does not have a spirit inside of it.
In that case, right, Alma's just gonna like, okay, fine.
Ash is gonna look and say, "Here's the thing. I've been holding him since we were waiting for you to get here. Waiting for you. You know, when you get past the when he gets past the New Holder High, and you get to talk to him a little bit, you find out that he's really, really into like wood carving.
He is.
He's actually not that. Look, he's not
He
that
is.
bad of a guy. He's just trying to be really tough because he's vengeance. He's the knight.
Alma's gonna stare like really deliberately at the vengeance the knight.
Whoa! Don't look. I'm tough as hell. I'm a weapon of war, dude. I don't
He's tough as hell.
look.
Resonance, do you like carving?
Sorry that you have to be so many characters right now, mate.
I'm a big fan of carving ham, like a holiday pork, like a honey roasted ham.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind when Thanksgiving rolls around.
Yes, thank you.
And Ash is just gonna kind of smile and go, see, the thing is that he's really edgy, but like, he's really cool still. Like, I promise he's not gonna be super chatty and try to get you to kill us forever. He told me
Wow.
to cut off my own wing.
I did say that, and I realized that wasn't cool of me. However,
Thought that if I had
don't
one
know
wing,
how
it'd be
to-
super sick.
Yeah.
All
For the
right.
record, Ari, wood carving. Don't make me carve like a little duck or some shit. I'm a desks and chairs kind of carving tool.
Do you carve cabinets?
I could do cabinets. I'm a
Cabinets?
cabinetier.
How about picture frames?
Picture frames are a little hard. There's an intimacy to that sort of craftsmanship that I don't know if a weapon of my size is capable of.
What,
Well, I
what
put
about
you in
a
an
rocking
axe,
horse?
so
Yeah, you do want to be an axe.
Yeah, an axe or like a. No, an axe would be fine. Yeah, an axe
Oh,
is
the
you can
halberd.
chop down
A
trees.
halberd. Oh no, there's an idea.
Lots of options.
Axe
Lots of
on a
options.
stick?
Alma's gonna tuck the sword into her belt. All right, we have a deal.
Ash
So
is gonna have
I'm
like a
waiting for you.
big smile.
I can't wait for like the inevitable flood of weapon gajinkas since everyone's weapons talk.
Except for mine.
Mine isn't. I don't have a talking weapon.
You are
summon
a weapon.
you summon mushrooms soon.
So I am a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Alma's gonna just hold the handle of the sword of vengeance, the sword of the night, and just say, So I do need to call you something because the sword of vengeance, the sword of the night, is unwieldy at best and not something I can say subtly. So I need a new.
Can I permission to use a really weeby anime game reference?
Yeah, sure.
This is to V.
Yeah. We're VTubers. We're all anime people except for except for Violet over here, who's an XJ9.
Oh, yeah. I thought you
Um,
were implying I wasn't into anime, and I was like, that's not true.
No.
My-
We just all have animes. What's up?
The
I
only
was
anime
about to
I'm
say,
watching is
I was about to
Witch.
say, am I allowed to like just say, can we just call it the same thing that like the Ultra Weapons and Blaze Blue are? Nox Nictores? That sounds like Night Killer.
Yeah, I'm totally down for
I
it.
will accept
him
Nox
Nox.
Torres.
Yes!
Nicholas for short.
God, no! You can't use that one. There's bad connotations to that name in my family.
I'm sorry.
Ugh. You know, it's
Why?
okay. I
Damn.
just thought it'd be really funny to like suggest that.
Nox then.
Noxious.
Nox repentance. How is that? No, that's a bit unwieldy.
You just call him Nox? You don't like Nox?
Well, I'm. Well, it needs to be a name with meaning, you know? You have resonance and.
I mean, he's gonna be an axe. It's the school of hard knocks and wax.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
If you wanna teach him to be good, the opposite of vengeance is redemption.
I was thinking repentance, but redemption also works.
Wait,
right?
repentance fucks.
Repentance says fuck.
I said repentance.
Fuck.
I said repentance. Repentance it is.
Repentance is a name that
Repentance and
comes, I'm
resonance.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm losing my shit.
Very well then.
So
Repentance.
we've got the Pope.
Alternately Nox Nictores, depending on if you respond to that. I doubt I'll be able to stop Ashkata.
No, I'm gonna call it repentance now. Repentance fucks. I am the vampire pope, and I agree.
This message sponsored by the Vampire Pope.
This message is sponsored by the Pope.
And look
I am
at
the
that.
vampire pope, and I agree is like the end of any conversation.
Hey gang, Logan Paul just announced his presidential candidacy for 2032.
yeah, I
yeah,
saw
he's
that.
gonna be eligible
35
to run.
yet.
And with that, you arrive at the Wizard's Tower. Why isn't
Oh,
Tunes
yeah.
playing?
Tunes.
I'm glad that Erica got to watch the entire conversation with fucking Repentance. Just me saying that I immediately got to the good half of the fucking sword and was like, Alma would love you. Can you promise to be not weird when I give you to her? Yes. Lies. Love fucking... Oh god, I even mommed a sword until I could hand it to someone else.
Yeah, you
Oh,
mother
behave.
browbeated a sapient weapon.
A bloodthirsty, just like blade that thirsted for blood, as bloodthirsty things do. Just stop talking.
Bloodthirsty things. No. Douglas Adams is in the stream.
Douglas Adams.
No, I think it's fun. No, I just thought it was funny.
It is
Anyway,
funny. That's why I said it's like a Douglas Adams quote.
yeah.
Okay.
I thought
Let's
you
go
meant
to the
that-
wizard.
I thought you meant Douglas Adams was watching the Twitch stream.
He's
Douglas
dead.
Adams just
I
died.
don't know.
He's the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy guy.
Probably rolling this grave right now.
Douglas
he's
Adams
not rolling,
also
he's
did
loving
die
this.
clutching his towel, which I think is very appropriate.
Family Guy later made a reference to that in the funniest way possible, and I hate to say that Family Guy made a funny joke, which is that God said that you need to die holding a towel because they don't provide towels up in heaven. It's very important. Please tell me priests have been telling you.
Wait, you mean I actually had a fun moment?
Yeah!
Family Guy
Okay,
funny
stream's
moments,
over. We got
part
to say
one.
Family Guy funny moment.
What?
I'm so sorry.
What?
Yeah, no, for real. Like they all died. The gang died, went to heaven, and God said that you need to die holding a towel, and started panicking when he realized that priests weren't telling people that. I'm sorry, everyone.
Oh, that's a really good joke. That's just actually funny.
No, man, I'm sorry that I brought up Family Guy.
I love Family Guy funny moment memes. Sometimes when I'm playing games at the arcade and I'm actually about to, win for once, I just
Oh my
say,
god.
You best start believing in Family Guy funny moments compilations, because buddy, you're in one.
Oh my
Fuck.
god.
Or I think it's... Never mind.
What's that?
I did comics for my FF14 characters the other day, and one of them was the punchline is someone gets knocked out, but they were in Peter Griffin death pose.
Yeah.
No, we all
I'll
agree.
put it
We
in
all
the
agree with
topic.
Peter Griffin death pose.
If I die, that's how I want to go.
If
Yeah. If.
I can't find a picture of the same fawn that I used last time, and I'm sad.
I'm sorry.
God rest in fucking peace.
We'll just say that she's out for the day, and Erica pouts.
Oh, Erica doesn't get to hang out with a cool girl.
Instead, you are greeted by the wireless wizard who is at the door. I don't have a picture of the wireless wizard anymore because he just fucking disappeared, I guess.
What?
Oh no. I have a question. Can we just hand wave it that everyone got hit by an invisibility spell?
Yeah, sure.
Like the gate wizard cast an invisibility spell, but he forgot the AoE.
He was
What was
trying.
his name? Xanthar, the fucking... Not Xanthar. Xanthar is the guy who did the guide to everything. Shit. It started with an X.
Xylitol.
I think that's a
I don't-
medicine.
I don't remember, but
I
what
think
I do
xylitol's a
remember
fake sugar.
is that we forgot it midstream last time, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
went back in the VOD to find it, and now we don't remember it again.
Ibuprofen the wise.
Hey, ibuprofen. It started
Or
with an X. I
Missile.
know that because he was cool as fuck, and I was like, "You're cool as hell."
I'm just gonna call him Zanny Pacquiao.
I
Oh
think
my
that all
god.
wizards should be named after medicines because medicines sound like wizard names.
Yeah. So Xanax the
Irreceivable.
Wise accidentally cast a spell of invisibility on all of the previous characters you've met. Oh no.
How fucking dare you?
Somewhere out there, there is a fawn who is following the party, ready to pounce. And like,
Oh man. She's
Oh,
hanging
my-
with Erica.
Oh my god, they got a Fexor!
But you're greeted by the voice of the wireless wizard, and he says, "Ah, welcome back. Can I help you with anything?"
We got
Oh,
magic
oh,
items,
jeez.
and they're a little weird, buddy. We kind of need to transfer the enchantment.
Ah, I see. Well, come step into my office.
I'm
And he
gonna
takes
follow.
you back to the little classroom that he had.
Yeah, we're gonna follow him. Can I like just immediately like? Can I like divine where he is, like where his shoulder is?
Yes.
Can I like pat his shoulder and say, "So we got a sword of vengeance, and I kind of talked him down from being, just vengeancey. He wants to be an axe. Can you put him into my friend's axe?"
Yes, that would be relatively trivial, though I don't know why you'd want to keep the vengeful ghost.
Well, here's the thing. He isn't just vengeance. He wants to like do woodworking, and I think an axe is a better body for that.
Can you make it so
I-
he doesn't want to kill me?
That's part of his personality, unfortunately.
Frankly, if he-
To do so would ruin the sanctity of the mind.
Well, I've also have informed him that if he attempts anything by force, I'll simply shatter the blade.
That will work.
Then you're down an axe. Well, I mean, I guess we have a ton of money. It doesn't matter.
I'm thinking of turning him
He-
into a hammer.
He's
Which guy's over
expendable.
here? I always are.
I'm just gonna like look at him, and I'm gonna
I
give him
will.
like sad eyes and go,
I just opened we just opened a restaurant, and I just adopted a bunch of orphans, and
You did.
it's not like high rollers. We just have enough money to get a new axe if something bad happens.
and I'm gonna like sniffle and try and earn sympathy now because I'm a little upset that he like made a snide comment.
You're right, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Also, to add on, she pulls out the instrument of the bards. I don't
Goss
really do
lute.
lutes. Could you put this on my guitar?
Ah, yes, that I also would be able to, though it may take a bit.
Fair.
I could do both of these overnight as a rush order if you'd like.
Did you theoretically put resonance in the guitar?
I'll keep the sword.
I will not be able to do that.
I just thought it'd be a funny question. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it is actually an interesting question. Resonance's essence is tied to its form.
Huh.
It's a whole thing. But yes.
It'll-
Is there anything you would like?
I'm gonna like show him my shovel of fish command and shake my head like, no, I like this thing a lot.
Alright.
I mean, look at it. It's a shovel, a fish command. You can see where it used to be a trident, and they filled in the metal bit.
Very interesting, yes.
I have a bird,
Oh,
and I'm happy with it.
well, ain't that just pleasant? Yes, I can do both of these. Is there anything else you'd like?
I did have some like random questions since you're like knowledgeable of magic items and all that.
Yes, of course. I'm the foremost expert on artifice in this building.
How much do you know about the Blade of Echoes that I have?
Ah, yes. Let me pull up a picture of Resonance for you all. Yeah, Resonance is important enough that they get a character photo.
Ooh.
I forgot to ask more details last time.
Yeah, yes. So Resonance, as you call it, the Blade of Echoes, is an artifact weapon from old times, from before we began to use Ragnite as a fuel source. Instead, Resonance is self-powered by the spirit that resides within it. It is a blade that is haunted by other blades, so to speak. Those that have crossed blades with it and fell by its edge have some of their essence added to it. It is a
See.
powerful artifact.
Huh.
Pretty pog.
It has
That
a
is rather interesting.
and much like how many things come in pairs, it has a counterpart artifact, a crown, actually. The
Oh.
quote, Crown of Dead Kings, supposedly granting the wisdom of all of its past wearers, alongside their martial prowess.
Oh, interesting.
Although that'd be better suited for a wizard rather than a wizard. I think warlocks have charisma.
I'm still quite wise.
No, I didn't land. Go on. Sorry.
For the record, it's not a literal statistical benefit. It's more like a metaphorical wisdom. Like they can give you advice. We did attempt to create intelligence-boosting hats, though. It worked, but it worked too well, and they were all very annoying.
Oh,
So we
they talk?
Yes. Magic items do tend to talk if left alone for too long. Side effect of the modern creation process.
So, you say that this sword is like a super powerful artifact, but do I have to like unlock that power or something? Because so far in my admittedly not too many times using it and practicing with it, it just sort of felt like a sword that has a bit of sass.
Yes. The Blade of Echoes will only begin to fully unlock, so to speak, the rest of its capabilities through usage, as it learns to, as you've so aptly put, resonate with your innate abilities.
Okay. Cool.
I'm still feeling you out, buddy boy. Or girl. Buddy boy is a normal phrase, but also it feels weird to call people that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'd prefer girl.
Okay. Hashtag girl, we still got some learning to do. How does that work?
Sure.
Yes. Okay, so, speaking of, you will unlock more of my, quote, innate abilities. Through usage, like the funny man said. But, this is a big but, I don't really remember how to use a good portion of them. It'll take a sec.
Do you have anything you can do now?
Yes. If you were to open up your spell slots and spell list, you would find that I've added a number to your repertoire.
Oh. Are those my warlock spells?
Yes, those are your warlock spells.
Okay.
Remember how you woke up knowing a bunch of new magic spells? That's me.
Oh, I was wondering about that.
Yeah, I'm sure you thought you were that talented. No, it's me. I'm your.
They were quite helpful. Yes.
Yes, yeah. I believe some thanks are in order, please. I demand recognition.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Cool.
Sometimes the real boon was the magic that we learned along the way.
Yeah.
So the
Yes.
small question.
Yes.
It's part of Warlock Pact of the Blade lets me summon like ghostly weapons.
Yes.
Is that a thing that I also have now?
Do you have Pact of the Blade?
Yeah.
Then yes. That's
just
in
haven't-
your mental list of spells, and it's labeled as Ghost Sword.
I haven't used it yet because I didn't want to just use it out of nowhere. I wanted precedent
Yes.
for why she would use it. So now she's looking through her mental list of spells, sees it listed there. What's this one? And can she just summon a random sword?
Yeah. You put your hands together as though gripping another sword, and it ignites out of your hand like a fucking lightsaber. Oh, hey, I was wondering when you were gonna find that one. That's a dead sword right there.
Oh shit. Who is this one from?
Let me try and remember.
Loading.
No, resonance is
Ding.
vibrating. Oh boy.
I don't rightly know.
That's fair.
You don't remember the names and faces of everyone, you know?
That's
Okay.
fair.
Do you have any idea how many empires were felled by my hand, and by hand I mean some other guy's hand swinging me around?
A lot.
A lot.
Soon to be more.
Aha! That is the spirit! That's a double
And
pun,
this
because
is the
I am
spirit.
Yes,
She
yes,
holds
you
up
get
the
it! We are
ghost
friends
sword.
now! Yes, Muppet Pog!
What's it with every fucking guy here knowing Muppet Pog? Ash says out loud. Only Ash and Serenity having heard Muppet Pog.
God.
Oh, like this, and I do the Muppet Pog.
God.
You should fucking face warp into Kermit the Pog.
But like
Then-
directed so that only Ashkata sees it.
How many
That
of my
is
other
Serenity.
children know Muppet Pog?
Yeah, I'm gonna teach them all.
And then Serenity just makes an offhand comment of like, well, if I can do this, maybe I should learn how to use 2 swords at once.
Why,
Ash is
yes,
gonna like
that
do a
might be
big
cool as
smile.
hell.
Ash is gonna like look her dead in the eyes, and go, "I can help with that."
Well, sure. I mean, we literally have a whole training room now back at the place.
Back at our cool restaurant and axe throwing emporium.
Yeah.
You have one of those bars that's an axe throwing joint
Yeah, that's our place now.
that Jason Momoa hangs out in.
Yeah. Unironically, though, that's just how we're gonna keep above board.
That's pretty great. Your wizard friend raises a finger and asks, "So is that going to be all?"
Oh, yeah.
Can I don't remember what Stories Trinket does. Can we bring that out?
Story's trinket is basically a Pokeball with a raven in it.
That's so cool, though.
But the Pokeball is also the Raven.
Yes.
when the wizard speaks up, Serenity is like, "Oh, sorry, I forgot you were there on account of I can't see you."
No, it's okay. I understand completely.
I'm sorry that Xanax cast an invisibility spell. I think that's what
Xanax is not
happened.
nearly as wise as he claims to be.
He's pretty cool, though. He's fun, I think, unless you have to be around him all the time.
Can't you just like dispel it?
I could, but also this gets me out of having to grade papers for the day.
Oh.
Pog.
Yes.
Can Ash
It's a
Muppet
bug.
Pog?
Yes, you can, Muppet Pog.
What is Muppet Pog?
Yes, our Paula got Muppet
It's
Pog again.
Kermit pogging.
Do I have to pull up Kermit the Pog again?
Please pull up Kermit the Pog.
Manat, your model is doing wonderful things.
Please don't mind my model doing things. I'm putting a box away, and that requires like getting under a desk.
No, not yours. Manat's.
Oh yeah, that happens. I looked away to talk to someone for a second.
It looked like my model looked at yours, and then you evaporated.
I am Kermit the
Kermit the
Pog
Pog.
here.
Kermit the Pog here.
Kermit the Pog here. I used to have a perfect Kermit impression in high school.
That's the least
want-
surprising thing you told me about yourself.
I want you to know that this Gunpla picture of the thing I finished while we were playing is gonna have Kermit the Pog in the background of every shot.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yes, yes.
I want you guys to know the pain of what you're about to see in adjacent topic.
Labcat, please don't. Labcat, please.
Lab cat.
Look at Kermit the Pog in the background of this fucking good Legend Gundam build.
Amazing.
This is how I keep my hands busy. This is how I roleplay good.
That's
Nice.
fair.
This is
Good
how I
build.
fight my PhD.
Yeah, Kermit the Pog. He looks like he's reacting to it.
Thank you, Kermit, for loving my build. This thing was
Well, if there's
I
nothing...
just keep my hands busy by drawing circles on my character sheet and erasing them.
Yeah, I go between drawing.
I don't get the luxury of doing that. I have to run the show.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Right. If there's nothing else you all require,
I do have a question, actually.
Yes, of course.
Was gonna like very, very delicately, very slowly pull the repentance from her belt and just say, "Yeah, I recently came into contact with a sort of vengeance, they called it, and whatever light you could shed on this would be fantastic."
Ah, yes. Hey, Labcat, you're hurting me. Stop that. Sorry.
All good.
Yes, the Sword of Vengeance. It is a blade that is possessed by the spirit of some sort of vengeful entity. Think of it as, a being with unfinished business bound to a blade.
That's ominous, but go on.
Ghosts and spirits are very common these days. Well, these days. For the past 20 or so years, they've been increasingly common. And, spirits bound to weapons especially so. What ends up happening is someone is slain, often by their own blade, and inhabits them in death. Usually sans the majority of their memories. They'll pass on at some point or another. Or decide that they like it here and linger on in that form.
I see.
Your sword, whose spirit I will be transferring to an axe.
Could we transfer to a hammer instead?
A hammer? Yes.
It's just what I'm more comfortable with.
Yes.
Or a halberd, even, if that's...
Yes, I can do halberds. If you were to ask me to do like a, what's it? Like a guisarme, I would not be able to, but halberds I can do.
Okay, I see.
Halberd, yes, I believe I can do that, yeah. More likely than not, it will find the vessel equally suitable, though it might not have as easy access to whatever memories it may still possess, if that is alright with you.
That's quite alright.
You gotta let him chop! We promised him chopping!
A halberd, then. I can do both, can't it?
Yes, it can.
Very well.
Of course.
Yes, and that works. I guess I'll still have the old hammer.
And he collects the various materials that you are giving him, and then tells you that it will be about a day before all the transfers are done.
Cool.
Cool.
Well, thank you very much, then.
Yes, of course. By all means. I'm always happy to work with such interesting artifice.
What do you know about my shovel? Like, can I just control anything that can swim? If it doesn't know how to swim, can I still control it? Under the assumption it could swim?
It works on anything that naturally swims, like, right out the gate. So
it works on people?
So does it work on
works
babies?
It works on babies, but not people.
What?
What if they, like,
But-
still swim?
But babies become people.
Yes, but so after a baby becomes sapient, it loses its innate swimming speed.
Babies have an innate swimming speed?
Yeah,
Did
that's
you
just
not know
true.
this?
That's just true of real infants.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, babies know how to swim right at the gate because they were always swimming while they were still, like, in utero.
Oh my god, that makes so much sense.
And
Yeah,
then-
no, you just drop them into a pool and they know how to swim.
That's what my dad did.
And
It's
then-
an actual thing you do.
Yeah, and they lose that, like, innate swim speed over time and have to regain swimming after they, like, learn limbs.
Unless you keep them swimming. I know that by fucking first-hand account.
Just
If you keep them
swimming.
swimming, they will be god tier swimmers. Not to make everyone even broodier. No, unironically, my daughter is a stupid good swimmer. Yeah, she was constantly just like kept in pools because she was in Texas heat.
Yeah.
Sniffle.
Sorry, I'm hurting it. We're all hurting today. We're all hurt.
Just get us. Get us.
And also,
know-
yes, in setting babies aren't people, the soul is an organ and it isn't fully formed for a couple months.
The soul is an organ?
Oh yeah, we'll get to that.
What do you mean we'll get to
Oh,
that?
what a thing to just drop.
When I became a vampire, did I lose it or did I? No, I bound it to my fucking mortal body. That's what you said.
Correct.
I fused my soul organ into my bone marrow.
If you've ever had a
then-
pluridesis, it's like that, but for your soul.
Huh?
And then I find out later that V meant like a pipe organ.
Okay, so
Everyone has a pipe organ somewhere.
I know what a
the planet.
pluridesis is. That's just horrifying.
A lich makes
I-
their phylactery a pipe organ.
I need you to understand that, like, this setting seems like normal fantasy a lot of the time. It
No,
is
it
not
doesn't.
even a little. It gets so weird the deeper you go.
I love it.
Hey Casey, I need you to come back to the VOD tomorrow and clip "The Soul is an Organ." Thank
no.
you.
I don't want to spoil it, but that is gonna come up eventually.
No, it's fine. No, I almost wanted to like come back to the desk real quick while I was putting my fucking model on the shelf and be like, "Hey, speaking of, ghosts everywhere, we know why."
Yeah, no, if you have any questions or want to talk to this, like, tech wizard, you can.
Can I tap his shoulder and go, "Can we trust him?" I trust him. I go,
This guy's
"Hey,
some pencil pusher.
hey, about the ghosts.
Yes.
I think we know why."
Oh?
Well, you see, back when we were in Vronter, there was this guy called Fenga. He was slaughtered in the arena by a rival, and then he didn't properly die.
Grizzly, go on.
And he came back as a fire magic, unkillable, like, fire boy.
Okay.
And we personally wanted to figure out what happened. And then Ash is gonna kind of like look left and right to see if anyone else is there, in spite of everyone being invisible, because she's a rogue and can apparently tell where everyone is. And she's gonna like lift up her like wrists and jangle the crown bangles she's been wearing since they came down. I go, so I kind of got these from a weird place. Y'all magic guys, you do a lot of studying. You ever heard of a giant door on top of a mountain? Leads to cool places?
I always thought that was more metaphorical, but I'm
No,
going to assume it is not.
No, there's just a door.
I need you to keep this on the down
even.
low, or like just between wizards you can trust.
As low as it can go.
If I say that our deities are cyclical, like I like that the music cut out. I'm just gonna like tapping my fingers here, like like they grow old and they fade, and then a new person takes the place.
I see.
Heaven's closed, dude.
He looks at you, feel his eyes like boring into you, and then looking into the distance, then back at you, and says, "Well, that's just existentially troubling."
That's the thing, is that we're working on it. We're working on getting it back open.
No. So, how much do you know about magic and like where things go when they die, and like how we fuel things?
I would like look at him in the eyes with a big smile that shows off my fangs. Do I need to roll history or arcana?
Either or.
I rolled a 10 on arcana.
You got no idea.
I got nothing, dude.
And he says, so he claps his hands together. Ragnite, the physical medium by which we transfer magical power, is... Do you know what Ragnite is?
Can I like just look him down the eye and say, I have 2 vials of it, if that means anything.
You just brought... Okay.
No, not on me. Don't worry, man. Not on me. I kept them in a safe location.
Okay.
I just have 2 vials of it for like making drinks with.
Ragnite is the medium of magic, and it is the so-called blood of the earth itself, but it is not nearly as metaphorical as you would think. Ragnite is... So, when a body decays, it leaves behind bone, yes? But the body itself is suffused into, like, essentially fertilizer. You following?
Ash is nodding and like,
Yeah, they told me this one I turned into a vampire.
Yes, so the soul, as it is an organ, will also decay in, like, death. But as it decays, it, given, like, sufficient mass and pressure, becomes liquid as opposed to, like, ceasing to be and returning to, like, the universe.
Ash
Becomes
is going
that.
to open her mouth suddenly, cut him off, and say, "I've been drinking souls!" really loudly.
Yeah,
And
yes?
what?
Is
It's
that
not
like a
common.
cocktail or?
I've been mixing a little into my morning coffee for Pep because Ari has told me to.
So, yes, but not necessarily sapient souls. It might be grass. Most Ragnite is like old plant matter. Like the soul portion of old plant matter. That is.
Plants have souls?
All living beings have a little bit of soul.
Plants have organs that are soul organs?
Just the one, but yes, it's. So, do you know what cells are?
Well, yeah.
So, you know how there are like organelles inside of a cell?
Like the mitochondria.
Yes,
the
like
powerhouse.
Yes, exactly like the mitochondria.
That's
Well,
the only lesson I paid attention to in school.
alongside the
That's right.
mitochondria and ribosomes and cell walls and nucleus, there's also soul. Soul is like the it's like the cytoplasm that's suffused throughout the cell, but it's spiritual.
So it's not like an organ like a lung, it's like in your cells.
Well, no, in people it's an organ.
But it's not in our cells?
Yeah, no.
Interesting.
Here. And then he like reaches into his desk and pulls out a big fucking anatomy textbook and slams it on the desk, and it like wobbles a little. And he like flips the pages and he gets to a dissection of a person. And you find around the heart that there is like a circle around it, and he points to that and says, "Around the heart, encasing it like a shell, is soul. If given under normal circumstances and with most normal people, it is invisible and intangible because they had not cultivated the strength of their soul through sufficient accumulation of experience. But," and he then flips the pages, and then there's like a big number 20 drawn in the corner, and it's like a dwarf. And the dwarf is even through their autopsy is very clearly like jacked and seemingly vital even in death. Through sufficient accumulation of experience, the soul is hardened and strengthened. And inside of the like diagram of the body, surrounding the soul is like a almost crystalline mass of like dense fluid. Are you following so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very.
So,
As much as I'm capable.
through experience and through accumulation of activities and understanding, the soul is strengthened, thus creating a actual like a physical organ system of soul. But he then gets back to pulls out another book, and it just says "On the Nature of the Suffusion of Magic." There are two primary forms of. I'm boring you, aren't I? I went into lecture mood. I'm so sorry.
"Oh no, this is cool."
This is exactly the opposite. This is the
Yeah,
most
I mean,
enthralled I have
I've
ever
got
been in a
15
lecture.
minutes.
Yeah.
So there are two primary forms of matter for Ragnite. There's liquid Ragnite, which comes from the decay of the soul organ, and solid Ragnite, which is Ragnite that has been heavily compressed and or either heavily compressed and treated through like temperature, or once a individual like amount of soul reaches critical mass, upon death it would suffuse into the porous bone and crystallize there. bone, being porous, also contains memory, which is why crystalline ragnite is so volatile. It responds to thought, so to speak. It has an
Wait.
understanding, though not a will of its own.
Memories are in bones, not brains.
Well, so there are two places where memory lives. One is in your head, being the brain, and the other is closer to muscle memory, where muscle memory lives in bone.
Ah, okay.
It's through habit and
The
repetition.
bone brain.
Yes,
Is
all
memory like a physical thing, like soul too?
No, it's
Like a
closer
memory
to
juice?
it's
Memory, like I hear the cats sing.
kind of, yes. It's yes, actually, yes. So the song Memory from Cats. How they talk about like sounds coming off of pavement and the memories of like buildings and objects. Porous material can develop like resonance, so to speak, like sound, but for thought and action.
When the wizard says resonance, can resonance be like, that's me?
Oh ho ho! I love hearing my own name. Yeah. Porous material, generally stone and bone, but also sponge, has the shapes and absence of density to be filled with memory.
Ugh. I wanna raise my hand.
Yes.
So, does every living being have a soul?
Yes, but not everything has a soul worth discussing, if that makes sense. The ant does not accumulate enough experience in its lifetime and simplistic functions to accumulate a soul that would, do anything magically. Though ants do have an afterlife. Well, had, based on what you guys are saying.
Does magic have a soul?
That is a PhD course.
Oh, I'm not smart enough for that.
But to answer your question, no, with 17 asterisks. Magic itself is a force, yes, but magic can be separated from its whole and made individual, which can have a will.
So where do things like resonance and repentance fall into this?
They are physical objects that have souls bound to them, as opposed to objects who have memories of magic that are fed soul to act.
The soul being bound to them. Where's like the physical soul?
Dispersed evenly throughout the chemical bonds making up their material.
Okay.
So technically speaking, if you were to squeeze resonance really hard under optimal lab conditions, you could milk the soul out of it and it would cease to be a magical sword.
I don't know if I want to milk resonance.
Ooh, yeah, that is my least favorite thing to be.
Soul milk.
That's fair. I don't think I'd want to be milk either.
Ash will abstain.
I did not say milk with like milk to like milk ed. I said I do not want to be milk.
What is blood but
I
milk?
cannot believe that you are going to become almond milk.
I will take a stand on both of them. I would like neither to be milked nor be milk.
I would like a cup of milk.
Let's move on from milk.
Let's move on.
Hey, I just like to chime in for a second. Do I gotta get milks to be put inside of a nuke weapon? Because if so, I have some.
Wait.
I've got some reservations about this whole process.
It's the only way.
Ash is going. You can't hear him, can you? I'm fluent in swords.
I will let Story hear this one.
Ash is gonna look to the wireless wizard and go, "Do you have to milk the spirit out of the blade of vengeance to transfer him?"
No, I don't.
All right.
I
I'm
heard
gonna,
that,
I'm gonna pat him and go, "You're not being milked, buddy."
Thank the 10.
Or the 0 now.
Or the 1, maybe.
Oh shit.
Do you have any other questions? I'm sure this is all very existentially troubling. We usually have a counseling session after people learn that their souls are organs, and also when they die, they decay into like goo.
What if what happens to a soul if it sticks around and it's not goop?
It becomes a ghost.
Okay.
Ghosts
So there's a
also have a
difference.
life cycle, so to speak.
They do?
Yes, they start as unbound soul, and then, if there is enough memory living in their bones, they start to remember how to be a thing, and then they begin to reform ambulation and activity. At which point they become self-sustaining, so to speak.
Is there a way to expedite that process?
You want to make ghosts? You want to make new ghosts?
Well, not a new ghost, but maybe help a ghost.
Yes. That's generally considered necromancy, but yes.
Is necromancy outlawed? Is it frowned upon?
It's just
As the mages guild banned necromancy in Cyrodiil.
no. Necromancy is far from a banned practice, though it is often considered socially unacceptable. People are antsy about life and death in all its many forms.
I'm a vampire.
Yes, you are a
Yeah,
vampire.
well, you know, if they get all antsy about life and death, just tell them that they're just gonna be goo one day. So shut the hell up.
I try to be a little bit more tactful than that.
So,
What
back
if
to the I'm sorry, I think it's important we need to remind you. So you're keeping it with like wizards you can trust. We're kind of on a quest to look for people who might need to become the new gods so we can reopen heaven.
Well, that's neat. Good luck with that. It would be nice if you solved the ghost problem, though I feel like the local ghost busting guild would have some strong words for you.
Well, then we'd help them get new jobs.
For a second, I thought you were gonna say we'd help them get new ghosts.
I mean, I've created a few ghosts in my travels.
Yeah.
We've also created a pair of legs, if I recall right.
I turned a man into a pair of legs.
and
Actually-
the torso into a ghost?
I have a question regarding
Huh?
that. Have you checked on the weird recently?
I haven't been back to the Vins in a while, so
Weird.
So what?
Okay. He
What
pulls out.
wait, would Ash just casually know it, having just dropped that, having, encountered dying gods and shit in the wild? Would Ash be weird aligned at this point?
Ash would know at least know of the weird.
Would she have dipped into it with her encounter with the god with her mom?
Probably.
Okay,
Do I know what the
so
weird is?
what I just said was normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Story, it's up to you whether or not you want to know about the weird.
I think no. I don't
okay.
think I know what the weird is yet.
Well, you're about to find out.
Yay!
He pulls out another textbook, The Outer Planes and You.
I'm learning
Fuck
so much today.
The drawing
Oh,
on the cover.
Planes.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, sorry. He's like, oh, planes. I never understood this shit.
The drawing on the cover, by the way, is a picture of a person doing like the stereotypical YouTuber thinking thumbnail, and they're surrounded by orbs of different colors.
Oh my god.
So, surrounding the prime material plane, that's the one we're on, there are multiple different outer planes. You've been to one, Haven, which is the afterlife for mortals. Then, in quote-unquote opposition, though most scholars agree that it's not so much in opposition as it is in petty rivalry with, is the Glint.
oh,
which
we have
is-
friends from the Glen.
Yes, that is where
Glint.
spiritual
Curious.
entities come that are like born from the Glint comes from. They're born as spirits come from. It's the birthplace of the demons that would eventually go on to sire tieflings, for example.
Oh.
It is very similar to our world, though looser morally. I hear they're very fast and rude down there.
We had some fun gambling with a good old guy from the Glint.
Exactly, yes. It's a den of gamblers and swindlers, thieves,
What was
and
that guy's name?
Iris.
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 Kyrus.
And I miss swindlers.
No, you are likely not a creature of the glint. You are fey touched, correct?
Yes.
Then he turns the pages, and then he shows a big gate that's made out of wood, and it's like this great archway, circular archway. That as you look into it, it leads down into a path of like verdant greens and impossible colors.
Oh yeah.
The weird is the afterlife for animals. It is also the home of fey creatures, who are beings born entirely of the memories of beasts.
Huh.
Memories and intentions of them.
Do they have souls?
Yes, but they are their souls. They're all organ, no skin.
Huh.
But like, because they're all soul and no like bone, they can inhabit bone, but also they can make a shell that's like mutable, perhaps. It's where we get beings like the spiritual beasts that shifters bond to, or changelings. He does not know you're a changeling.
Ash is like just about to do a big old smile and go, "Oh, hey, I know one of the shifters. I know one of him. He's a cool old prince, and he's my friend because I saved him."
Yes. Though shifting of form comes from, it's partially from the weird being able to like remember a different body, and then the medium of transference comes from the light of the moon. It's a whole thing.
Do you think I could borrow that textbook?
Borrow it?
We can go to a library.
Do you have a library card?
I can get us one.
Okay, I'll get a library card.
Then yes, you can. I would like it if you didn't borrow my copy. I've annotated mine.
Okay.
And my handwriting is atrocious. And if you were to look in there, the handwriting is in fact atrocious.
I feel like every teacher's handwriting is atrocious.
Mine sure was.
On a scale from teacher to doctor, how atrocious.
Doctor.
Ooh.
This guy's not just any doctor, he's a doctorate.
Ugh. Me thinks about myself. Sighs. I could probably read it fine.
Yeah.
Fun fact,
Same.
my dissertation was on actually no, it's a long story.
I want to hear it one day.
Well, if you ever intend to return here and enroll, I would be more than happy to teach you.
I want to go to school.
I'm getting all of you educated.
Yeah.
Ash does a big sigh.
I appreciate.
Yeah.
I genuinely appreciate it. The more I know, the better I can be.
I'll learn through experience.
I'm gonna read books that aren't fairy tales.
I did have one random extra question for you, mister.
You can feel a grin forming on his invisible teeth.
Fear.
Yes.
So it's actually about the glint.
Yes.
You said that was like to do with like tieflings and stuff.
Yes.
And I mean, like, I wasn't like born there or grew up or even ever been there before. Like, I just sort of happened because my shitty dad lost a bet with I don't really know the full details.
So
but...
either his soul became marked for collection at some point by a demon, or he had relations with a demon.
Well, my mom was not a demon, and neither was he. So, he did have a bad gambling problem. Like a very bad one. So I think maybe it may have been the demon part.
Well, sorry that you had to find out about it like this.
No, it all makes sense. I mean, I kind of already knew. I just, like, wasn't sure how it worked, I guess.
You would be a citizen of the Glint if you ever visited, as opposed to just like a tourist.
Oh.
All tieflings get
Ooh.
guaranteed citizenship.
Wow.
Well, maybe we gotta go someday, friends.
Damn.
It's a little
You
hard to
check-
get there, but yes.
We should check out their healthcare system.
Welcome to 3 hours of D&D. We've become unhinged.
I think that's the most hinged thing I've said today.
Any
I
last
hate to break
questions?
it to you.
Wow,
That's
just
all
like
I
Germany.
got. Germany is the glint.
Oh no.
They
If
both start with G.
if there is nothing else, feel free to enjoy the rest of your evening.
All right, thank you. Thanks for taking up the rest of the stream so I didn't have to go see my bandmate till next week. I
Of
mean, what?
course.
Thank you for all your help.
Thank you.
And then the session ends. Thank you all for coming. Is there anyone to ring?
Thank you all so much for coming. That was so nice.
Thank you.
Oh shit, Omega's online. I gotta go say
While,
hi.
while
Cool.
we're off stream, I'm getting my library card.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Why is
I get my library card and I check out a book.
Oh no, he just got a raid, and I don't want to double up on him.
Valid.
He got another one.
Oh god, no, you can't combo. I'm afraid of that many people.
Yeah, no. Have fun, Omega. Thank you all for coming. Later.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you so much. Bye.